5 of Fanservice, and everybody's here to join the party. We've got new crew members, we've got a great lineup, we've got new topics. It's going to be amazing, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for Fanservice right now. Welcome back to the studio, Pocky.
We're back, except we're missing.
Hold on, we'll get there in just a second.
Okay.
This is our 5th season of Fanservice. We're so excited to be with you guys. We've been off for a while because the studio's been changing. They got these new lights that we've been playing with for the past 2 hours.
We've changed the lights, and we also, unfortunately, someone changed the background settings. So.
Yeah, so we're still figuring all the kinks out, but it's going to be lots of fun. But we are missing somebody.
We are. Unfortunately, Kim could not be here due to the most soul-crushing, human-destroying, demoralizing thing any human can do.
Christmas shopping?
And worse, the office Christmas party.
No!
But good news is, the studio has a new feature.
Ooh.
First, Josh, pull the lever!
Oh my God, it's dark. I don't like the dark. What?
Josh, wrong lever!
So good!
Automatic co-pilot.
Automatic co-host.
Yes.
That is an amazing feature. So, who are we joined by today?
I'm PJ.
Did they just randomly pick you? Were you like eating dinner and all of a sudden, poop, you're with us?
Remember those banditos that came during Operation Supply Drop and they robbed you?
Oh, yeah.
Same guys.
Same thing.
I got a phone call. Next thing I know, I'm right here.
Oh, so PJ from Desolation Manor.
Yep.
Welcome to Fanboy TV and Fanservice. What do you think so far?
It's kind of weird.
You've only been here a couple seconds, I know, but
Auto co-pilot.
you're going to totally be with us. So what we're going to be talking about today is there are a lot of dark legends of Christmas that kind of get overlooked because they all want glitter and Christmas and sprinkles. And
it's not even just dark legends of Christmas, but like there are legitly some even nicer versions of Santa Claus and weird culture things.
Lots of weird culture things.
Like pooping.
And so it could not have picked a better person to come join us except for someone from Desolation Manor who does haunted attractions.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about Desolation Manor.
We are a brand new startup. We specialize in what we call extreme interactive haunted adventures and terror adventures.
Terror adventures like sleepaway camp and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we're not getting involved in decapitation, are we? I mean, the players.
We'll have to see.
Okay.
Damn.
It's all the liability insurance. We have to work that out.
That's what you have.
Well, what's liability?
That's
if
right.
they're dead, you could just bury the body in the pond. That's what Jason does.
Then you got families and bystanders. So
They don't know where
that
they're
is
at.
exactly
They
what the
never-
waivers are for.
Yeah, waivers are for. So, I'm glad you could be randomly selected out of thousands of people to come and join us today.
I'm glad to be here.
So that's what we talk about. We've got some new segments. We've got a brand new review segment called Streaming Chronicles. And today's going to be Hidden Gems. And I think I'm about ready to kick things off with our brand new 10 Things list.
We have a 10 things list?
Yes, the best Santas in media. Pocky and I are going to entertain you guys. So let's get ready for 10 Things. Hey everyone, welcome to our 10 Things list. Today we're doing our favorite Santas in geek and media history.
And several Santas, all the Santas.
Several Santas, all the Santas. We're going to talk about all sorts of Christmas songs because we're doing a Christmas episode. And this is the only Christmas episode we get to do for Christmas. I'm kind of sad.
It is. Well, it's our only live show for Christmas.
It is our only live show for Christmas.
we have
but
some other stuff going on.
we're all excited. So let's kick it off. You get to start with...
I get to start off with Santa Conquers the Martians. Now, a lot of people have seen this movie. They've seen this movie, only missed MST3K. through the Joe and the Box.
That's the only way I've ever seen it.
Right, it's the only way you've seen it. But, oh my, you're such a big toy. And the Martian Mellow. But the thing is...
The Martian Mellow? Are those edible? Because I must have one.
Remember, it was the joke he said, what do you call a soft, fluffy, something green, soft and fluffy? It was a Martian Mellow. It was the joke they did. But the big thing is that the actor who played Santa actually did a really good job in this one, even though he's handed kind of a cheesy TV script with really he could have phoned in, but he really actually seemed to have fun with it and actually was always cheerful.
Martians! Why is it always going to be Martians with you?
Well,
I'm going to go with a more classic one. Tim Allen from the Santa Claus. Now, there's
Yeah.
just something sick and twisted about being able to kill Santa Claus and take his place. I mean, that's like reality series fodder right there. Hunt Santa, kill him, and become the big guy and try to defend yourself.
but you have 1 year to get all your affairs in order, and while you do so, you get a cholesterol level go shoot through the roof because you're putting on a couple hundred pounds.
Plus, you got to get married, so
The
it's
Mrs. Claus.
there's two different things to that. But I just find the idea of killing Santa to take his place really bizarre, and it's a great movie. I love the movies. They're really not really so much the third one, but first and two are pretty good.
Yes.
What do you have next?
I have La Befana. Now she's in most.
He just likes saying La Befana.
She is actually from Italy. We're going to be talking a little bit more about her later, but she's actually in a lot of books and a couple other things, mostly in Italy, and I think they even have 1 or 2 movies about her. She is basically female Santa Claus in Italy. She leaves good presents for all the good boys and girls. And the fun part is, if a child tries to see her, like they try to sneak down, she beats them with a broom.
Is she riding around on a broom?
Yeah, she's a witch.
Then she's a witch. She's not
witch.
Santa. She is a witch. She is not Santa.
But she gives toys out to good boys and girls, black candy and coal to bad children, and when she leaves, she cleans up after herself, so no mess.
There's a joke to go there, but I'm going to let it pass.
No. We've already had bad things in the top 10 list.
Next up, we're never going to beat placenta capes.
No.
Bad Santa. I love Bad Santa. And whoever decides to hire the drunk Santa is out of your mind. I mean,
Billy Bob Thornton, you had a great cast. It was really funny.
amazing movie overall. Just Bad Santa. Best drunken, angry, criminal Santa you could possibly imagine.
Oh no, there's a couple other ones, but yes.
So, what do you have up next?
I have in mind Santa's Sleigh.
I haven't actually seen this one, by the way.
It has Bill Goldberg of WWE fame as the son of Santa, who was forced for over 2,000 years to do good deeds once every Christmas.
Well, that'd make anybody angry.
So when his contract runs out, all bets are off, and he kills all the people.
Ho, 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 hope you've been naughty. I've got an axe.
He literally has an axe. He has a sleigh that shoots out flames and icicles.
I want that to be my Mario Kart cart next time. Santa sleigh with flamethrowers. Screw your blue turtle shell, bitches.
The other thing is that Goldberg, again, like I said with the Martian, he could have easily phoned this in and just been silly. But you can actually watch the movie, and you can see the actor himself is genuinely having lots of fun pile driving a guy into a snowbank to death.
I think one of your biggest problems is you called him an actor. He's a wrestler, and that's a certain level acting, but not film level acting.
Well, he actually, this one, if you watch it, you'll get that he had a lot of fun, and he was doing some good acting.
All right, I'll give you that much. But I'll tell you what, everyone's seen this next Santa. Santa Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas. Do I need to say more?
Yes.
It's Santa Jack.
Yes, I know about Santa Jack because Spencer's won't stop selling it for all 365 days a year.
I used to have a stuffed Santa Jack that was my tree topper, but he's since been replaced by Yoda with a light-up lightsaber.
Of course. At least you went up in the world.
But it's creepy, and when he gave that kid the severed head in a box, there's so many classic moments with Santa Jack that I can't even list them all here. So we're going to go to your next one.
Mine is City of Heroes. You remember that game, right?
Everybody loves City Heroes. I would still be playing it if it were still playing.
Right. But do you remember how many Santa Claus, Santa Cause?
Yes. It was overrun with Santas at Christmas time.
It was also overrun, but you also had the Heroes. There was ice controllers and the snow controllers, and they had claws, and they had axes. And come on, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you know someone was a big City Heroes fan because of how Santa was designed. And that's why he's one of my favorites, because that was not just...
Wait, where was Santa in Guardians of the Galaxy? Did I miss
Guardians,
something?
sorry, Rise of the
I
Guardians.
was about to say.
Sorry, Rise of the Guardians. The other movie that had Guardians in it.
I was totally lost there. I was like, wait, where was Santa?
Sorry, Rise of the Guardians. But you know what? I give a lot of props to that because that was a community thing.
That was
players. That was players.
Huge community thing. But you know
Bring
what?
it back! Bring it back!
Another great Santa is Futurama Robo Santa. We all know the legends. He comes out once a year and kills everybody.
The good, the bad, all of them.
Everybody.
Everyone does.
Isn't it Frasier that voices him?
Yes.
That even makes it even better. The dude who played Frasier and Beast is now evil Robo Santa.
He also plays the mayor of, is it Chicago or Detroit? And the TV.
Why would anyone want to be the mayor of Detroit?
No,
Nobody goes there unless you're RoboCop.
Well, I mean, he's an evil mayor. He's the evil mayor, I think, in one TV series where he plays a total evil jerk.
You can't beat evil Robo Santa. I don't care. That's on top of his resume right there. I was Futurama's evil Robo Santa.
Not the multi-Emmy award-winning TV series.
Nobody cares about that.
Okay.
What's next?
Mine is, this is my number one. This is obviously number 2 on the list, but this is my number 1. Frankenbass.
Rankin-Bass.
Rankin-Bass.
Not Franken-Bass. Make Santa Clauses.
Rankin-Bass is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Because all of them. Because they did the origin of Santa, which was is really good. Santa comes to town. You have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Every time they did Santa, even Gillette, who did that weird career, they modeled it after. And you can't argue. He is Santa.
I will agree as long as it's stop motion. I don't like their 2D stuff. Like, Frosty is the laziest animation I've ever seen in my life. Like, pupils are disappearing. And they do some other ones with Santa, and the animation is just not right.
No.
I think for them it has to be the stop motion.
But their stop motion Santas, it's Christmas when you hear, the Santa Claus coming to town, or you hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and you hear, ho, 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 Rudolph.
And you see Rudolph on TV all the time.
So, yes.
But let's get to my number 1, which I put on top of the list because I'm awesome.
I saw you put this on your list.
The rare export Santa. Now, I'm not talking about the, spoiler alert, creepy elves. I'm talking about the giant demon behemoth with giant horns and the ice block that they're trying to dethaw. I wanted to see what he looked like. But no, they cut his horns off and blew him up. I was so mad. I wanted to see Santa come out of that ice block and eat those little snotty children.
You know what? I agreed with you. I've seen this movie. I felt like you know what it felt like to me? Like sequel. Do you want to see what Santa looks like? Make this successful, and we'll give you a sequel.
Oh no, because it's a very well wrapped movie. If you have not seen it, you've got to see it. It's about the real Santa and the real elves and what happens in between. So
it's dark. It's gruesome. Do not let your children watch this, or otherwise you're going to be paying for years of therapy.
Yeah, it's not really a kids movie, so don't
No.
fool that. But I do love the way it ended and how it tied into Rare Exports. It's an amazing movie. Go watch it just to see giant iceberg Santas. So,
or not see him and really how it works out.
Yeah.
You don't see
so
him.
That's been our 10 things list for this holiday season. We hope you guys have enjoyed it.
Let us know what your top 10 Santas were.
Yeah, you can add them when this gets online. Put your thoughts in the comments. Have some fun. But up next, we have one of our favorites, Geek Week News. Stay tuned.
Hello, and welcome to Geek Week News. I am your anchor, Lance Allen. First, the weather and traffic from our very own eye across Middle-earth, the Eye of Sauron. The Pastor Moya is experiencing record snowfalls. Officials are advising anyone not taller than a hobbit to avoid travel there due to low visibility. Also be advised for sorcerer-fueled avalanches and lightning. Due to a troll mishap, traffic at the Black Gates is heavily backed up. Orcs and Uruk-hai on the scene are trying to get the area clear, but delays are expected throughout the day. Officials are asking any ring-bearing hobbits, please take the detour at the Smeagol Gollum exit. And this just in, we are having difficulties. Apparently the Eye of Sauron has lost his contact lens. Yes, I am receiving confirmation that most of the Uruk-hai and orcs are roaming the hills of Mordor looking for it. A statement from the Eye states, "This is my only prescription that fixed my stigmatism. And for the last time, no, I will not wear a monocle." I guess that troll blockage won't be getting cleared anytime soon. In business, a merger is underway between Walmart and Crazy Dave. Crazy Dave is best known for his exotic horror culture that doubles as a zombie defense system. Walmart is confident that they can make the plants into a family-friendly home defense system once the zombies can tell the difference between zombies and stoners. Once the plants can tell the difference between zombies and stoners. In other news, Minecraft star Steve is being lobbied against by many organizations. Neighbors have had numerous complaints of his extensive mining operations, which they claim is affecting the home value, his constant renovations. Just how can a neighborhood community claim to have a stable and historic neighborhood when one day there might be a castle there and the next it's a lake of lava with a giant gargoyle on top? They just got to think of the property values. And some of the more conservative elements are questioning just why Steve needs to have so many portals to hell installed. On a recent trip to Hobbiton, my wife visited an apothecary to get some rare spices. I think she may have inadvertently picked up the wrong spice, because I'm feeling right now like I could fold space. Although I probably should have been more suspicious by the names, but in our defense, Smaug's fire breath just sounded like a really hot pepper. Recently, Stephen Colbert ended his 9-year run on the Colbert Report on an epic note by first gaining immortality by killing death and then riding off with Santa Claus into the night. His whereabouts have been unknown till now. Sources deep within our network have confirmed that Mr. Colbert has taken up a retirement home in Middle-earth, somewhere in the Shire. Right now, he resides in the Greenwoods, serving in the court of the Elf King Thranduil. His service to the king consists of finding suitable accoutrements for the Elf King's crown. It takes hard work to look that good. Today, the Mobius Highway Patrol got involved in a high-speed pursuit with Sonic the Hedgehog. During a routine speeding stop, police discovered a hidden stash of gold rings on the subject. Statements given by the police say that Sonic became belligerent and started acting erratically. The officers on the scene tried to calm him, but then he lost it in a fit of paranoia and turned into his supersonic form, going on a rampage through the Green Hill Zone. Sonic was finally brought down near the casino zone when the supersonic bender finally wore off. Damage to the Green Hill Zone is estimated to be in the neighborhood of 1 million morbiums. Police are holding Sonic in custody at Dr. Robotnik's jail, awaiting a hearing and a psychiatric examination. His friend Tails was unavailable for comment, but Knuckles said that this had just been a matter of time when one drinks as many Red Bulls as Sonic does. And what should have been the team-up of the year has quickly turned into the confrontation of the year. New Detroit's RoboCop today came face-to-face with Judge Dredd of Mega City 1. Dredd was in pursuit of a suspect that had fled to the city of Detroit. Initially, the two champions of law and order agreed to work together until RoboCop did a check on Dredd's record and discovered that Dredd had killed many criminals without due process. Confronting Dredd on this, the judge simply stated, "I am the law." This unfortunately caused a glitch with RoboCop's directives and causing him to go into a recursive logic loop. Both officers are reportedly still squaring off with District 9, stubbornly sticking to their catchphrases. And there they will remain standing, not taking a step, not budging in the least. 9 inch to the east, 9 inch to the west. They'll stay there not budging, they can and they will, even if justice in the whole world stands still. And that's it for Geek Week News. I'm Lance Allen. Good night.
Hey everyone, so welcome back to all of our fun. It's
I
time
feel
to...
informed with the news now.
I do. We feel very informed with the news, and Geek Week News is getting bigger and better as there's a new co-host on it now, and they are now in a new location remotely, so it's going to be pretty awesome.
And
But-
it's going to get even more remote.
Yeah, sometimes it's going to get even more remote because one of them's disappearing for 9 months because he's being deployed. So, let's get to the meat and... What's the term? The meat and bones?
Meat
The
and
meat and
potatoes.
potatoes? Well, what is the one with bones? Skin and bones of it?
Skin and bones
That's
of
really
it.
kind of... Well, it fits what we're going to be talking about.
True.
So...
So,
We're in the Christmas season, and as we talked about it in our 10 things list, we're all about Santas and holly jolly ho ho ho,
yes.
and you see tinsel
No,
and
we're
glitter and everything everywhere, but one
this guy's
monster...
here shaking his head. No, it's not.
yeah,
No.
PJs, what do you mean no?
Everybody else is.
Everybody else is, because that's what Christmas has become. But did you know, and we're getting a taste of it now because Krampus is becoming so big, and I blame Venture Brothers for that because that was just an awesome episode.
Well, there was before that. There was several festivals that finally started making their way to the United States.
So there are horrible, bloody, violent Christmas legends and demons and things from the past.
And rituals and cult things, some things that are still going on to this day.
And no one talks about it. They just say, "Oh, here we got some candy canes. There's no blood and death here." So we are going to talk
pick
about
up a
that.
stick and beat you with it.
No, a candy cane stick. At least it will
Or
be
a broom,
delicious.
like I talked about earlier, a broom.
Or a broom. Yeah, you know you're trouble when a witch Santa beats you with her broom
Right.
and then
Then
sweeps
goes-
up after you.
Sweeps up.
Sweeps up the blood.
If anything, she's efficient. She can
She-
come clean my house any day. So we're going to start talking about some of these because we've got a list of a whole bunch of them
List.
and where they've come from. And what is the thing you realize when you're going over this?
Northern Europe is violent and racist.
Violent and racist Northern Europeans. Okay, why?
We were
Why
looking
do,
over.
why do you think they are?
Oh,
Why do
okay.
you think they're that way?
So let's go. I'm
It's
going to skip a
cold.
couple pages here.
They have
Where-
nothing better to do than be bitter because it's cold.
No. I think also as part of their Viking heritage.
Vikings are actually kind of nice.
Yes, but also
You're all yes, no, but no, they're mean.
no, they're violent. Violent. No. Some of it is like, okay, have you ever read the original like Grimm fairy tale stuff?
Yes, they were all.
They are, yeah. Like woman
were
like
angry
closes
people.
a drawer, like closes a chest on a kid's head, cuts it off, turns it into like sparrows and stuff. It gets really. A lot of these were back in the day. This is how you taught your kids right from wrong, and to turn a holiday, particularly a loving holiday, and give it a if you're not nice, as an example with one of these characters here we have these tales. someone will chop you up into little bits and eat you.
Exactly. So let's
This is the thing that happens everyone.
let's kick off with everyone's
I
favorite.
don't think that's right and wrong. I think that's just somebody who's just really pissed off.
So
It teaches right and wrong. I mean,
we're kicking off with everyone's favorite, the Krampus. Why do you think of all of these monsters, he's the one that?
because
It's
he's
kind of
literally
sticky.
because he's the literal counter to Santa.
Well, all of these are kind of the little
No,
counter
but
to
I mean,
Santa.
as in he's
He's like Jekyll and Hyde Santa.
sort of, but he also is the one that's in. A lot of these we went through are like specifically for a particular country. Like La Befana is Italy only. Like she's just an Italian tradition. But Krampus, particularly, he's in a lot of cultures, including when we had our people coming over to the New World. He got transferred too. In fact, the American Krampus actually has a look to him. The best way to describe him is he looks like a mountain man, and his bag is fur, and he wears traditional mountain man
He said
clothes.
his bag is
and
fur.
his beard looks more fluffy and outstarted than mine.
I like the horn goat one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm more of a traditionalist. I like the European look.
So what do you think has
horns.
made Krampus stick where the other ones kind of fall away to the wayside?
They built a celebration around it. It gives them a chance to get drunk and beat each other in the streets.
Do you ever really need an excuse for that? Let's be honest.
Apparently, in modern society, some people do.
It's called 6th Street, people.
I was going to say, isn't that called World Cup?
So, Krampus is everywhere, and I love I'm like you, I love the European style. I don't like this, I'm a hillbilly. I'm going to put you in my fur set.
I didn't say I liked it. I'm just saying this is, as he got transferred over, this is what he looked like.
Damn Americans ruin everything fun, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this next one on the list, I don't even know what
look,
the Star Wars
I'm
is.
not even
I can't
sure-
even pronounce that.
Yolakaturin, I think.
Jalekaturn, that's all I see.
Yola.
Yola?
Yola.
It is some sort of evil cat that punishes you for not working overtime.
My question is, does Iceland actually have cats?
Yes.
I'm sure they do, but
hell.
I mean, what kind of populace is like, you must work more, psh, evil cat will get you. Psh. I mean, of all the ways to create a legend, let's make a cat, ooh, scary, come and torment you for not working an 80-hour work week.
That was, I mean, you've got to remember at one point, golf was considered the most sinful sport to be part of because golf.
Because it's so utterly boring.
No, because
Unless
golf
there's
was,
windmills and Peter Pan, I don't need it.
And
But-
dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs.
Right, but what I'm saying is, at what point it was the most popular game in Europe to play was golf. So the church deemed it sinful.
Oh,
because,
you're right, they are evil in England.
Yes. Exactly.
So,
I like the Yule
if you
cat.
had to create something to punish you for not working overtime, what would you have made it be? Instead of a cat? Like a time card with paper cuts, you must work more.
Yeah, dogs.
How about a
Dogs
fat,
are meaner,
fat
but-
horned monster with a whip, and he just keeps screaming,
called
"Work, work!"
Work
that
more.
Krampus?
That's the Krampus. He's got the whip. No,
No,
the first
fat
sack.
Krampus.
Get in my sack or get back to work.
If you have enough time to get in the sack, you have enough time to work.
I'm going to need you to come in on Saturday. Okay?
Oh,
Interestingly, I think the Yule cat lives at my house.
Really? Because you
Yeah.
never get time off.
No, actually, I brought him back from the vet today, and he was very angry.
Cats are really angry at times. You know, I can kind of get it, but really, there's nothing frightening about a Yule cat. It's just work.
well, also we'd have to see artwork of this thing. We don't have artwork.
Oh, the artwork I saw looked like the Cheshire Cat.
Okay,
Yes,
that's fine.
it was pretty.
What about the next one? We have an Austrian and German one here. Ooh.
Yeah,
Frau Perkta.
Frau Perkta. Isn't this one of the witches? There's a lot of witches in Christmas lore.
Yes, because a lot of times witches are not looked at as evil; they're just people.
I think
not always.
the people in Salem would disagree.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was a land war. We can get over that.
No, it was a war against witches. If
No.
you floated, you were guilty and dead.
And how many people floated?
All of them floated because nobody sinks, unless you have rocks tied to your feet.
Which they did.
So this witch comes from where?
Austria, Germany.
Austria and Germany.
Once again, we got this weird German thing going on.
We have
Like,
Iceland. We have Germany.
they're all angry people. So
It's the-
what good do you think a witch serves at Christmas time?
Well, according to this
they
one, she'll
clean
beat
up.
the crap out of you.
You better be good or I'll bust you a good one.
Now, actually, her deal was be good or I'm going to rip your organs out. I'm going to disembowel you.
Well, now, how bad are your children? This is what you have to threaten them with.
Well, I mean,
You better not hit your sister or you'll get disemboweled for
Well,
Christmas.
when
but better yet.
when you teach your son how to hunt, apparently the only way to threaten him is by threatening disembowelment.
Yeah, however, if you fall a little bit further down, she actually replaces the internal organs with trash. Cleans all the trash up in your house, stuffs it in your guts, and leaves the guts laying around the house.
Well, what if the Italian Santa came in and cleaned everything ahead of time?
Apparently, they have a partnership. They kind of work together.
So you get visited by the good witch or the bad witch. It's kind of like Wizard of Oz.
Well, and the good witch in this case is even really that good. If you try to spy on her, she'll beat the crap out of you with her broom.
She's like, you better not be peeking. Bam, broom. No, what would be really bad is a Mexican witch who throws shoes at you.
Yeah,
I have seen that happen in my life. I don't know how that happens, but a Santa witch that could do that would be end all be all, beat up Krampus and all that.
But what if I could catch the shoe in midair?
You can't catch the chancla. There's no way. It's a physical force of nature that you don't even see coming.
Oh, it's got trample damage. Okay.
It does have trample damage. So next up we have another one I can't pronounce.
Belschnickel.
I am glad he's here because one of us is not going to get this.
Hey, the studio
I feel like
Anybody want to guess where it's from?
Germany!
Germany.
Dutchland. Yeah, the Dutch.
You know who doesn't have any bad guys so far? Australia. They're like, whatever.
No.
We got
they're
snakes
British.
that could eat us.
The Brits. So.
Oh, well, they were also a prison colony, so I don't think you can get much worse down there.
Yeah. You already have the worst sentence. You're in a place that has things that will kill you with one bite.
So what's the deal? Is this another witch?
No, this is...
It's an old man.
Another old man.
It's another creepy...
With fur.
With fur. Oh, here we go back to the fur sack.
Tattered clothes and a fur sack.
So he's a homeless, evil Santa demon. He's going to fool you. Quarter, give me a quarter for some beer. You don't give it to him, and then what's he do? Eat you?
He fairly beats the crap out of you. So.
Okay.
He gives you candy or beats you up.
Yes.
What is with the beating at Christmas time?
Because you're supposed to beat your children. I don't know.
Disembowelment, beatings, kidnappings, fur sacks.
Drowning. Also, remember, Krampus will drown somebody.
And okay.
Yeah.
How bad are your kids? I'm going to say this again. How bad are they if this is what you have to use to get them in line?
But see, the funny thing is they give you candy, which makes you what? Hyper.
Crazy.
And
it's
a vicious circle.
It's a vicious circle.
It's a self-feeding,
Christmas is a
self-fulfilling story. I'll give you candy. I'm going to come back later and beat the
You
snot
better
out of
not be on a sugar high. Good luck eating that powdered sugar stuff with the fruit flavors.
Yes.
Liquid dips. I love those things. Good luck. Oh, here's a soda too for good measure.
Yes.
Hope you're in bed.
It's a bread pudding.
It's a bread pudding just for good measure. I don't understand. Is this maybe one of the reasons why we kind of got away from these dark, violent versions? Because, we're not allowed to hit children or do any of those things these days?
I think it's also, not to be thing, but it's also why we don't tell the original versions of, like, Han Christian Andersen tale, of Brother Grimm's tale. Because at this point, like, we don't want to give our children trauma, I guess. I don't know. But like The Little Mermaid. She turned to sea foam at the end. Yeah.
Not like the Disney version where she lived happily ever after.
Right, or like Beauty and the Beast, or Snow White, or Cinderella, where the sisters like cut off pieces of their foot.
So next up we have Hans Trap.
The anti-Santa.
There's always an anti-Santa. Like, what? Santa just sitting there going, "Hey, who wants to join my anti-Santa posse?"
And this one is in France.
Okay, so the French are actually so he has to be snotty.
He is. Apparently, he dresses as a scarecrow.
And like peeks at children through their windows. Yes. Oh, surprise! Don't be scared. I'm going to kill you.
No, drags them into the fields.
And eats them.
And eats them. Cuts them up.
Here we go again.
So apparently what we have is children in the corn, but in reverse.
Exactly.
In this case, the children get dragged to the field to become the corn. Yes.
So this
David
Christmas
King did not come up with the original idea, apparently.
Now, the nice thing about this guy is he's not giving them candy. He's just saying, be good,
I'm going to eat you.
or I'm going to eat you.
You're going to be an appetizer this Christmas.
But according to this, actually, he has a deal with another one of the lures that will give you presents. She'll stop you if you're actually a good child and he thinks you're evil. She'll stop them.
So now that we're doing this, let's make scarecrows to put outside of people's windows with some blood and a bib and some knife and fork. Don't you think that'd be funny?
We also then have to hand the Wikipedia page to it so they understand what we're doing to them.
Come see us in February. We may have a scarecrow in the woods.
Oh, that'll be hilarious. You're going to create a Hans Trap scarecrow for your events and people just to be, get me some barbecue sauce. I want to eat them.
I have a question after this for you in a minute.
All right, next up is...
Père Foutard.
Foutard, thank you. It's French, again. So this is probably...
this is one of the ones that whips, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is also another one that has a wife that is the good person. So he's the bad guy and she's the good guy.
Okay, so
Well, actually,
here's-
there's different stories.
Yes.
In some cases, she's his partner.
Yes.
a partner in crime. Hey, way to keep it in the family.
So my theory is Hans Trapp is probably from northern France or the rural part of France because he's a scarecrow. That makes more sense. This sounds like more of like the more suburban France, like the Paris or the more the cities.
Where the high society couple comes and
Okay,
takes your children.
now wait a minute.
Well, because it's a butcher. That's why I say that.
It actually says he is Saint Nicholas's servant.
Oh, so Santa has a murderous slave.
Wait, is this
Saint Nicholas's
Yeah.
servant, whose job is to dispense punishment. Not to mention up here, he lured 3 boys to his butcher shop to eat them.
They must have been really, really bad.
but apparently delicious?
Okay, so we're learning Santa's a dick.
No. Yeah. Wait till we get to some of the characters we could talk about.
All right, next one. Zwarte Piet.
We are not okay. We're skipping.
This is the
So-
Black Peter one, right?
This is Black.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not okay. For the good
Disclaimer.
of the show, disclaimer. We are not talking about this guy. Google it.
It's
Look up-
very racist and
It
like
is super racist.
the only pictures I've seen are people in blackface for this,
No, 'cause
looking
that's
like
all the way
clowns.
he came is in blackface, and you're supposed to like kick him in the butt, and he is literally the slave of Santa.
Santa's a dick. Let's just chalk this one up again to.
So we don't have pictures of him up. We don't have anything. Look him up. Google it yourself. Because the scary thing is, they still practice this.
But my question is,
Yeah.
in today's day and age, why would they still practice something like this? What are they getting at it outside of drunken fun?
Drunken fun.
Drunken fun.
Yeah.
That's really all you need.
It literally, in this case, is there is no explanation. There's even people who, when Black Pete shows up, there's a protest group right behind them. Like the people are really like modern Europeans do not like having this guy around.
So then my question is if he was Santa's slaves, who got to beat up on him? Like the really, really good kids? Like, hey kids, you were 100% perfect. Come beat up on my little slave children. I mean,
Not children,
just
one
messed
guy.
up.
One guy.
Whatever it is.
And who's a cannibal, by the way?
Things just keep getting better.
So
So what do we do?
So
Santa's a dick.
cannibals.
Yeah, cannibals. Various different ones. And
Where's
candy.
he? Yeah,
And a broom. Broom's in here a lot.
where does he keep these evil things in the North Pole? Like, do they have their
South
own little?
Pole.
Their little. So, okay, the South Pole. They're far enough away where they're not going to bother
So
him.
think about it. Heaven, hell.
Look at you trying to get all.
Heaven, let's rock. Heaven or hell,
forgot
let's rock. I'm just
What
saying.
I was gonna like metaphorical. Anyways, next
Yes.
up, the Yule Lads. This one always confuses me because they're not really bad. They're not really good.
They are what you are.
Yeah. So.
And there's some also weird things, and this is one of those like we could literally have an entire show about what these guys are supposed to represent, what they do, the legends, the stuff.
do we
they're-
need another one of me around?
No.
Do we need another one of you?
No.
Maybe another one of PJ because he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you guys don't know me
I
well
know
enough
there
yet.
are people who would argue that.
So
I got
again,
two ex-wives and a couple kids.
this is mostly European. This is Iceland, and this is
It's Iceland.
It's Iceland, and he gives out. These guys are 13 guys. There's not one. 13 of these guys who beat the crap out of you.
Actually, no. This one ties into the next one.
Okay.
The next one
and
is
then-
Gorilla. Gorilla is their mother, and I want to know
And she's got 72 children.
who slept with her to have 72 children. Someone that
she's
evil
got
who
three-
eats babies.
She's got 3 different husbands and 72 children.
What do you? And she's eating
And
them.
she's the mother of the Julesweiner, which are the Yule lads.
The Yule Lads.
So, yeah, there's some...
There's some
and
weirdness.
they-
That's 20.
and they-
That's 25 kids per husband.
And they actually... And
24 and
they
20.
actually own the Yule cat back here.
Oh, so they're just keeping it. It's a
Yeah,
family of
the Yule
You know what
douchebags.
Sure.
this is? You know what this is? This is like the Marvel universe of Christmas.
It is the Marvel universe of the dark side of Christmas. I mean, come on.
And, like all together, they pour out the hateful of Christmas Avengers,
the Dark Avengers.
the Dark
Yeah.
Avengers.
And
of
there's Santa
Christmas.
going, yes, do my bidding, slaves.
So what? That would make him Nick Fury.
Yeah, he'd basically be Nick Fury.
Yes.
Oh, but see if he was the one from the one we had the tattoos, Rise
Yes.
of the Guardians, that could be the Nick Fury Santa.
That would be Nick Fury Santa.
That would
Rise,
be Nick
Rise
Fury
of the
Santa.
Guardians. Yes.
But yeah, Gorilla
You-
like eats babies
She
and stuff.
kidnaps, cooks, and eats children.
Does she not have enough of her own that she can eat?
I'm guessing she probably
is
ate
her
a few
house
of
made of
those.
gingerbread? I must know this.
Why do you want to know? You want her to go eat you?
No, I just want to know because then it would fit into another fairy tale, which means
Hans Christian. No, I don't think she's the witch in the gingerbread house because that's not at Christmas time.
we don't know that.
Yeah,
When
it
you
says
mention- when
the
you
Yule
mention-
cat lives with Grilla.
So, Gorilla seems to be the queen of this all right now. She sends the Yule Cat to force people to work overtime so their kids are bad.
And her children cause trouble ranging from harmless mischief to murder.
Wow, that's a wide range of things you can do.
Can I just hang out with the white mischief one? I don't want to really hang out with the murder one.
So,
Friends are the ones that go to jail with you. I don't think I want to be associated with murder.
what you do today? Oh, I woke up, ate some breakfast, stole a candy bar, kicked a cat, murdered a small child, buried a family in the ocean, had dinner, went to sleep.
Gave out some more candy.
Yeah, I gave out some more candy, so, Krampus has somebody to beat with a stick.
Yep. Oh yeah, what if Krampus is living in their attic? Like,
I'm thinking Krampus needs to step far away from these people right now.
I'm looking at all this going, you know what? Out of all these, I want Krampus to show up, because at least Krampus, all he does is drown you. Or beat you to death.
Oh, that's all he does is drown you. He's not going to eat
apparently-
you, stone you, hit you with a broom. I'd rather be beaten with a broom, sorry.
Well, I mean, if I
don't know.
I don't know. Beaten for a room, I don't know. It's all she does. I mean, at least she cleans up after her house after you. I mean,
Oddly, the Onion blamed her for the eruption of that volcano.
The Onion does all sorts of fun things.
yes.
So all these dark things of Christmas, now we kind of looked at
And
them.
here's the fun part. This is what we found in like 45 minutes of research. This wasn't us even looking that hard.
Yeah, if we would look deeper and further, we would have found crazy. I know there's crazy traditions.
I can't imagine that these are the only countries with really
I
screwed up
want to know
traditions.
the ones that are like in some Siberia or Russia. Russia, has got to have some messed up Christmas traditions.
Well, I mean,
In
Russia,
Russia, Santa does not bring you present.
yeah. You bring Santa. Santa brings presents to you. No.
Because
You bring-
there's a reason they have Russian dolls. There's probably a legend behind it. Some evil Santa comes out, shoves kids into other kids like a crazy turducken.
Yeah.
Rips them apart, disembowels them, stuffs another kid inside.
Keep
Piece
warm,
them
kid.
together.
Well, I mean, like you could almost say like the Snow Princess in Japanese mythology could be Christmas related if they wanted, but
Could be.
I mean, like, yeah, we don't have any of the Asian countries. I mean, I know China really wouldn't have because Christianity. Japan really wouldn't have it either because they banned
America.
Christian.
Well,
yeah.
the thing that kills me the most about this is someone had to initially create these. How much do you hate life to make someone who's going to drag you as a scarecrow and eat you?
No,
You
what-
hate everything at that point in time.
See, my theory is like with the butcher one that like some butcher came out and goes, I killed a kid and I will kill you too if you're not good. Get off my front porch. And like that's how it started.
Get out of my yard.
Get out of my yard or I'm going to kill you.
And he had a butcher's knife and like that's where it started. I mean, it all starts somewhere.
They were either really
So
on
yeah,
drugs.
seriously, this,
Let's create a monster. Okay, everybody take a shot.
Who has the best idea? Someone's going to get eaten at some point in time tonight. That's all we know. So that was our brief dip into the dark before Christmas. I'm pretty sure we may revisit this next year as we do even more.
I think next year should be the traditions because I saw one where apparently if someone is bad or been evil or wronged you, you poop in their yard.
Does that only have to happen around Christmas?
It's supposed to be, I don't know.
Merry Christmas! You can have my feces. Yeah.
Because everything
might have
boils down
happened
to
this
poop
year.
on this show, doesn't it?
Oh, I like PJ. He's around more often. He's pooping in people's yards. All right, so that's been our topic for this show. We hope you guys have enjoyed it and laughed along with us, but we will probably revisit
Or
this again
worried.
next year. And yeah, worried about us because we're stuck on beating children like we're some sort of evil people.
I'm worried about people editing these videos where all we're talking about is beating children.
Beating children, beating children. We're going to get flagged
I
on
beat
YouTube.
children. I will kill you and eat your children.
All right, so up next is the return of Pokébox. This
Oh
should
God,
be
what did I
interesting.
do? Oh wait, I'm on Pokébox.
You're
Oh,
on Pokébox.
I'm on a box.
Stay tuned.
Back! It's a Pokébox! It's Pocky time! And because we're sticking with the holiday traditions, I have had several thoughts on Christmas. Most of them are not appropriate for the station, but the ones that were appropriate, we've put on tape. And by tape, I don't know what I mean, mostly over my mouth tape. So first off, we are going to be talking about geeky Christmas things that I don't get to have, like Ninja Santa, or Santas versus Ninjas, or Giant Robot. I want a Giant Robot Santa. Why can't I have a Giant Robot Santa? Giant Robot Santa must happen in my world. Or, you know what? How about a Santa with a giant submarine or other things? You know what else I would like to see? We just got done talking about a lot of like different holiday characters and creatures and all of this stuff, but at the same time, we haven't had movies about other characters. We had one about Krampus and all the other characters, just about Krampus really recently. But what about Lockeveris? What about like the one with the woman who has 72 children and 3 husbands, and we all have to like, be careful because their kids will like kill us and murder us, and or just really annoy us or tie our shoes or pull the brakes out of our stuff. And that would just be really, really mean. And here's the other thing that's been getting me recently about a lot of these Christmas specials and all these other weird stuff that's been going on is they always involve saving Santa. Why do we always have to save Santa? Why can't Santa save the Justice League? Or why can't Santa save like Spider-Man? Or Santa save the world? We can't have any of that? No, sir. We all have to go save Santa. I'm getting kind of tired of it. And this brings me up to what is with Santa? He literally gets kidnapped really weeks before Christmas, maybe months before Christmas, depending on when the special is. Is it him and Princess Peach have a quota on getting kidnapped? Is it like the time that we heard that Princess Peach was actually using getting kidnapped to increase the defenses of the Mushroom Kingdom? Probably not. I don't know. Who cares? What I do care about is I'm getting tired of our superheroes sparing their time to save Santa and not dealing with the personal issues, like opening a jar of pickle that I have not been able to open for the last 2 months. And I really want pickles! I really, really, really want pickles. And things I don't want anymore is peppermint. Why do we have to have peppermint? Why is peppermint the spice of Christmas? This makes no sense. Peppermint sucks. It doesn't go with anything but peppermint. You can only have peppermint. I want another spice, nutmeg, anything else, marshmallow, because we all roast marshmallows during this holiday season, or chestnuts, or how about stuffing? I don't care, whatever the flavor of Christmas is, it doesn't need to be peppermint anymore. I don't want peppermint. Now what I do want is everyone to stop buying Christmas DVDs. Seriously. You know what? You saw that Christmas special. You saw the Rankin Bass Christmas special. You saw Snow Pops or whatever it is on Disney Channel that had just aired, or the Christmas Family Special. You know what? Stop buying those. You're only going to watch those one time a year. It's going to be during Christmas, and you know what? It's going to be on the Fox Family Channel, whatever it is going to be on again, and you know this for a fact. Why are you spending $10 on a DVD you're only going to watch once a year, and it's going to be on television that once a year? You know what? Buy Harry Potter, buy something else, because we all know those are the movies they like to also put on, and Harry Potter is apparently Christmas now because of that one scene. And really, you should not do that. And you know what? Since we're talking about Christmas specials and all this stuff, post-apocalyptic Santa movies. I want a movie where Santa saves Christmas, or Christmas involving the apocalypse. You know what? We always have all these apocalypse movies. We never talk about the apocalypse of Christmas. And why not? You know what? Everyone else gets to have a thing. 4th of July apocalypse, I don't care. But we need to have a Christmas special involving the apocalypse where Santa comes down once a year to spread happiness and joy. And then everyone fights for the toys to the death. All Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. 2 toys go in, 1 toy come out. This will be great. A great Christmas special indeed. And speaking of Christmas stuff that we all want to have, a Christmas video game that doesn't sneak. And I have the perfect solution. Metal Gear Solid. Use the Fox Die engine with Santa Claus. That's right. Santa has to sneak through the houses or government warehouses or whatever it is to deliver presents. And what game does stealth and espionage better than Metal Gear Solid? I don't think of anything else. Well, maybe Assassin's Creed. But to be fair, that's not going to really happen. We should use the Fox Die engine. It's really simple. Besides, we just get David Hayter to play the voice of Santa, and we all want that. I mean, I know I want to hear Solid Snake go, ho, 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 and then, shoot, destroy Metal Gear. I don't know. That's just me. And finally, not really finally for me, but has anyone ever noticed that no one sees Superman and Santa Claus in the same space? No, this never seems to happen. But that's right, we need to finally prove that Superman and Santa are the same person. Think about it. He can travel back in time, warping really fast. Or maybe it's the Flash, but I think it's Superman. Because think about it, he has to carry all those toys, he has to travel all and do it all in one night. And who else can do it? Superman. He can see you when you're sleeping. Why? X-ray vision. And he has a memory. Apparently, Superman has a super memory. And you know what? If you're naughty, he'll probably punch you with that atomic fist punch of yours and blow you up. Because we've heard out everything else violent about Christmas. Why can't Superman just kill all the naughty children? Probably not. And finally, Santa Cthulhu. This is something that hasn't happened. We need Santa versus Cthulhu, or Cthulhu is really Santa. That would be hilarious and fun in my book. I don't know about yours. In my book, Santa Cthulhu needs to be a thing. So when you go ho, 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 it goes into the madness, madness, madness. Well, you know what? I'm all out of ideas. I'm spent. I'm done. And from that, I will go to our next segment, which is the Streaming Chronicles, where I was forced to watch a movie. Right lever this time. Hello.
Hi.
Courtney,
Yes.
my loving wife, who in her green hair.
Don't we look cute?
We are adorable. So, we are now you are the Hidden Gems woman.
Yes,
So-
which is why I look like a jewel.
So we need to explain real fast what Hidden Gems is, because this is a brand new segment here on Fanboy TV. We did kind of do one segment of it a couple of months back, almost earlier last year, really.
Wasn't I the B movie queen for that one?
You were the B-movie queen. This has changed now. You are the Hidden Gems. You got an upgrade.
Nice.
So the Hidden Gems is, how we describe it is this. Netflix has everything prioritized. Like top row is the movies you should absolutely be watching. It keeps scrolling down, 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 down.
Now, what we do on Hidden Gems is we watch the stuff that might be buried, either due to low user rating or because it doesn't get watched all that often. Stuff like Solomon Kane when it was back on there, and now Captain Harlock, which is also known as Space Pirate Captain Harlock.
Which is because that's what he is.
Yeah.
Space Captain Harlock is based off of one of the more famous mangas in all of Japan. The gentleman who made Space Captain Harlock also made Spaceship Yamato,
Yamato.
aka Star Blazers in the United States, and Galaxy Express 9999.
He also kind of spun off into Daft Punk's Interstellar music videos,
Which is what they
pretty fun.
got, they were inspired by him to do.
Now, I'm hoping to pronounce this right, Leiji Matsumoto,
She did better
Created.
than me, so I'm going to assume it's right.
who is the creator of Space Captain Harlock and other things.
And this movie, okay, so I'm going to do a disclaimer right now. I had read about 10 or 15 volumes of the manga, so that's a good ways in. Courtney has never read it, so she went in very fresh. I went in with a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah. I'd heard about this movie previously because when all the trailers came up into my newsfeed when it was first announced, it genuinely looked like a traditional film movie. The CGI in that movie is so darn good
Yes.
because it's all CGI motion capture.
It's CGI motion capture, and the wonderful thing is the artist himself, if you guys have seen any of those animes, he has a very unique and very, very specific look. You could tell this is his work. And they actually got that in a 3D person for once.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful translation of 2D medium to 3D medium. And the storytelling itself, yes, from what I've heard from Pocky, it is a different story, sort of. But it's also really, really solid as a standalone movie. Now, there is one complaint I have about the writing, and that's not the Japanese version, it's the American version. I didn't get the chance to watch it all the way through.
We watched most of the major key scenes over again in the dub. The problem with the dub is the Americans wanted to make Harlock and certain the other characters sound what we would
bit
describe as
more-
American badass.
Yeah.
He says it in a couple lines. Where in Japan, Harlock is a sword fencing,
Yeah, kind of strong, silent
sword
type.
gun, silent type, who when he uses words, they're like his blade. They're elegant, they're smooth, and they're to the point. And in the dub, he's more like, I'm so badass, I will literally poop nails. And it kind of misses the point of how elegant the character is. It also takes away some of the really potent lines and more of the important moments of the movie, because basically they went from a character who's like, you're going to have, if humanity ever repeats its mistakes, you know how to deal with it. We won't tell why this person knows how to deal with it, but let's just say he has the ability to deal with humanity if they ever make the same mistakes again. In the dub, they turn that into a totally different set of lines and everything else, and it really takes away the potency of that scene, and it makes it into something else, which wasn't as good.
Yeah, no. I very, very much prefer the subtitle version of Captain Harlock. It's just a solid piece of work. Not knocking on the voice acting itself in the American dub. The American dub,
Sounds great.
It sounds beautiful. If I hadn't seen any of the Japanese, I'd be okay with the American casting because it's beautiful. However, I did watch the Japanese dub or subtitled first, so I got those
Because
lines
that's
first.
what it actually defaulted to in Netflix. Even Netflix is saying that the dub is not as good. Please watch the sub.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is,
Though granted, that might be my settings.
so it could be our settings.
All right.
And so overall, artwork beautiful, storytelling really, really solid. You almost say swear at one point the third act is about to go off, and you're like, wait, we're only 45 minutes in this movie. I give this movie about 4 out of 5 stars. I know a lot of really diehard Harlock fans are really going to hate it for a lot of the major story changes they did. But if I took all that to the side and said this was a different Harlock universe, it's 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I'd say 4.5 out of 5. It's a very beautiful animation. The voice acting is great. One of my favorite characters is voiced by one of my favorite Japanese pop stars, Maya Sakamoto. So I love the movie. I'll probably watch it again. I actually kind of want to watch it now.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap all this up and go on to our next segment, which may or may not involve anything. Oh, wait. Actually, I think it's a trailer.
Yeah,
We have a trailer. We have a trailer. Trailer time!
Go to the trailer.
It was the witching hour, when the boogeyman comes out, when people go missing. The girls say the witching hour arrives at midnight. I think it comes at 3 in the morning, when I'm the only one left awake. Like always. Like now. Never get out of bed. Never go to the window. Never look behind the curtain. And that is where our story begins.
Welcome back. It is now time to start wrapping up our show. I thought that was a pretty appropriate trailer to talk about some creepy monsters today. Giants come, I'm going to eat you for looking at me.
Or not. Well, we if you know what BFG stands for.
We know what BFG stands for because I love Roald Dahl books.
Yes.
So that's been our episode of Fan Service. I think, for not being in here for a couple months, we did pretty good. We had a few issues with our stream that got resolved towards the end, but it's our first time doing that, so give us a little bit of credit. So I want to thank PJ for being randomly sucked away from his roast beef dinner to come join us.
Yes, thank you.
Peter,
I'm assuming it's roast
wish.
beef. What was it, beer and pretzels?
Yeah, pretty much.
I have a question.
Yes.
So now that we've gone over all these horrible monsters and creatures and some rituals that we'll go over next year, so you think you guys will do a holiday special version of your manor?
Desolation Man?
Yes.
Oh, that's well into the plans.
I'm totally going to sign up for that one because you all are fodder, just so you know.
I'm not going to be there. I know better.
She's like, I go nowhere, do you?
We already
So
heard about this.
thank you again for being on the show. Let everyone know how they can find you.
You can reach out to us at desolationmanor.com or look for our February event that we're doing, texasterrorchallenge.com.
And something tells me it's going to be quite challenging after seeing how messed up our talk today was. You've got a really perfect spirit for these kind of things.
I've been told.
So I want to thank everyone, including our new crew, Courtney, being on camera for the first time. And we've got Alice and Buster and Jesse on cameras. They were amazing. We've got Katie and Chris Glover and Valerie Glover and my brother directing in the booth. We're having a lot of fun. We're going to have an amazing time because I almost forgot Sean because he was standing behind somebody, our studio manager. He's all, what about me? I'm going to get that broom and come hit you.
And we have more people that, because of how late in the year we've started back up.
Yeah.
They didn't have a chance to show back up. Frost will be returning.
Yes, and Kim will be back. Next week we are doing Other Worlds Austin because Pocky and I were out at the Sci-Fi Film Festival, so that's next week. We're not doing a show Christmas Eve, so you probably will watch this one again, and then we'll be back at the end of the year with a great show looking back at 2016. Plus, we are lining up a pretty special guest with something amazing to talk about. So that's lots of fun, but January is when we really kick off because we're going to have bands. We've got Geek Obsession Months. We've got the Founders of the Void. We've got all sorts of things coming.
And we have things in the work.
We've got lots of things in the works. So you guys don't want to go anywhere. So thanks for watching. Merry Christmas to all the geeks out there. Everyone say your last hellos, goodbyes.
Watch me on Pocky FBTV.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, Pocky has to do his obligatory Twitch shout out.
Yes.
Please watch me.
Please watch him.
Please watch him on what?
Pocky_FPTV.
How? FPDD?
FPTV.
However, he should not be twitching when he's supposed to be getting me his top topics where Courtney doesn't have to sit on him. That's literally how late it was last night. Getting him to send me stuff for today's show, and he's all like, oh, I see it pop up on my Xbox. You're streaming.
I can do multiple things at once.
No, obviously you can't. Okay,
Hey,
how easy is it for him to do multiple things at once? Since you live with him.
Have you ever seen a clown ride a unicycle?
No.
Exactly.
That's pretty much that. How about you? How is it for you to do things multiple? Can you multitask?
Used to be okay.
You know what?
Welcome to the Mary Sue game, where we turn your maladaptive daydreaming into a competition. On today's episode, we've got My Hero Academia.
Woo!
Woo!
Plus Ultra!
And so competing today, we have Pocky
Yo!
and Katie. And Pocky, there's something interesting with this time.
Oh?
This is your third episode, and you have yet to win a Mary Sue battle.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
So if I lose this one, does that mean I'm off permanently?
I think you've got to put your Mary Sue career on the line.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? If I lose this, I'm done. I'm gone.
Okay.
There's a lot riding on this
There's
episode
a
now.
lot riding on this episode. So, let's go over the basic rules. So, y'all have your fan fiction that y'all have been working on. Now we have some special tropes. We're gonna spin the wheel right here. We'll go over them in a second. And y'all have 5 minutes to include that trope into your fan fiction. Y'all are gonna be judged based on adherence to canon. So, does it fit in the world? Personal life details. So, does this Mary Sue character feel like you? Overused tropes. How many of those cliche fanfiction tropes can you fit in? And originality, which is originality.
Plus the bonus trope.
Plus, you will also be judged on how well you use the bonus trope.
Which are holiday themed.
It's
Some
Christmas.
of them are holiday themed. Speaking of that, Izzy,
You're not wearing a Santa hat.
No one told me.
do you check the group chat?
I have a solution to this. Don't worry.
Maybe like once a week. Oh. What's the crowning music? I don't know.
That sounded like the wedding march.
Is this gonna stay on?
It should stay up.
I feel like we should put it on our shelf or something.
Elf on a shelf.
Okay.
Is he on a shelf?
Now that that's resolved, let's go ahead and take a look at these tropes we've got for you.
These are good.
These are very good. Let's
They
go
worked on it very hard.
They're really not.
All right, so we've got mistletoe. That's the first one up here. Didn't know they were dating. Holiday party. Mermaids.
I fought this one so hard and I was vetoed.
Sorry.
It came out of the ball. The ball has spoken.
Snow fight and hot cocoa. Kill Minetta?
Yes.
This was
Wait, what?
solely for Lauren.
That's funny for me. It's not a trope, but there is a character, and he's a nasty little boy, and I want him to die. And if you get it, and you put it in, even if you don't put it in, you'll get brownie points with me. Even if it's not a trope, if you do put it in, you'll get brownie.
I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that.
Okay. Gift exchange. And then power swap.
Ooh.
So let's go ahead
And spin that wheel.
and spin that wheel.
Please don't let it be mermaid. For the love of God, please don't let it be mermaid.
Snowball fight and hot cocoa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start the timer.
So this trope means that you must have a snowball fight in your Mary Sue fic, and then afterwards, two characters must share hot cocoa and warm up by the fire.
Warm up, because they got all chilly.
All right, go. So, Lauren, you've seen the most My Hero Academia.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
There's like powers and stuff.
Quirks.
So
They're called quirks.
the premise of it is that everyone in the universe, everyone in the world has quirks pretty much. Like, so the majority of the people have superpowers, and they're called quirks. And there's, like, if you're growing up, there's like professional heroes, and you can choose to become like a hero by trade. So you go to hero school, and oh wow, I feel like I haven't seen this.
So 80% of the world's population has a quirk of some sort. The quirk could be anything as minor as you're a plant to as I can wield the powers of a god like ice or fire, like two of the main characters can.
People shouldn't let you talk.
Who's the main character, Lauren?
Thank you. What's his real name?
I think it's Midoriya.
Midoriya.
His name is
He's
Midoriya.
Midoriya.
He didn't have any power. Am I spoiling? Spoilers.
No, that's the first
Spoilers.
episode.
First episode. He doesn't have any powers.
So it's like Sky High.
It's like Sky High, and then
Exactly.
except
Same
instead of coming into his powers, a tall man gifts them to him, and there's a really cool montage where he like runs on the beach and becomes strong, and then he gets his powers.
Is he All Might?
Yes, All Might.
Okay.
All Might, the greatest hero of the world right now, but he is
Dying.
yeah, he's dying. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
And so he gets his power to Minetta, and it's very powerful. And so the more he uses it, the more he like destroys himself, and he has to like learn how to balance. And there's like lots of fun themes there, and there's also like themes about like good and evil. It's a standard anime.
And then there's a whole ensemble of characters. So you
Class
have
1A, right?
Yeah, there's classes, so it takes place in like a high school. So there's lots of like. There's a class 1A, which is like the top class, and there's like hero classes. Actually, technically, I don't think the two classes, like I don't think the one Midoriya's in is supposed to be better necessarily. I think they're just
1A,
they're the
1B.
best. 1A in Japanese, I think 1A is the highest class, then
Yeah.
1B, and then 1C, and then it goes into the twos.
yeah. Okay, so they are supposed to be better. They're the best.
Okay. Who's Medetta? Why do you want him to die? Why is he a nasty boy?
Nasty boy.
He's the one that does all the girls, like boobs, stuff. Like, he's just like a gross little character.
Doesn't he have like the balls that smell? And that's his.
Yeah, he has like balls on his head. And then he can take them off, like little grape balls, and he can take them off and throw them and they like, I don't remember, a juice or something happens. It's gross. Some people have gross powers. Like, there's one guy who has like tape come out of his arm, his elbows. I think that's gross. I don't like that one.
That's the slime girl.
Yeah, there's like a slime girl.
She thinks that gross. She shouldn't see Power Rangers Time Force.
There's a guy with like arms and shit that come out of him. That's gross.
There's Bird Boy.
The show is very good. You should watch it. I genuinely enjoy it.
This show is like one of the most popular animes right now.
It's very
Yeah, it's very popular.
Very popular. It's in
very
its fourth
popular.
season, right?
Good, yeah.
Very
It's
good.
really great for a show like this, for Mary Sue, because it's really easy to self-insert into the show. Because you can come up with your own quirk and insert yourself in Class 1A. There's already so many characters already. Just one more character is not going to make that big story change.
Or you could do like a different class or something, or you could do
being
a
Class
different-
1B that no one knows anything about.
or in
so.
like a different time period, because there's always going to be heroes and there's always going to be villains, and you can do it
All right.
whatever time.
Let's go ahead and let's turn and talk about our secret trope that they have to use, the hot cocoa and snowball fight. This is very classic Christmas.
It's so cute.
Like,
Cute and innocent.
and it could also be evil. You can have an evil snowball fight, right?
It should be cute and innocent.
I'm all for an evil snowball fight.
Do what you
Snowballs
want.
made out of ice. There you go.
You're free to do what you want. I prefer the cute and innocent.
Yeah.
It's also a fun opportunity for people to use their powers.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. We're in Texas. I think we've really romanticized the idea of a snowball fight because really it's terrible. You get hit by snow and it's wet and you're freezing. And so that's why you have to then go and have hot cocoa by the fire and get snuggly.
yeah.
Potentially snuggly. Depending on what kind of fan fiction this is. By the way, it has to stay PG.
Yeah, we are on live
Yeah, there was like
television.
3 pages. Hold on.
It's gotta stay PG-13. We're on prime time. Okay, any last tips or notes you want to add?
I think this is a great opportunity to like really just lean into the Mary Sue aspect. Like, this is your Mary Sue can be super cool, overpowered, like
Everyone
whatever you
loves
want.
them.
Like,
solves every
Or you
situation.
could do like the opposite. Like, you could have like a Mineta where they don't have any powers and they have to like deal with that. Like, there's so many opportunities, and I think if you guys just like really lean into that, it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited.
Okay, cool. Well, that's about 5 minutes, so go ahead, finish up your notes. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors to see who has to go first?
He's closer. He can go first.
Okay, I was gonna let you go first. It'd be nice.
No, you can. I
I-
went first last time. You
Oh,
go
okay,
first.
well, I go first too, so that's fine.
All right, let's go ahead and get Pocky's little story, fan fiction graphic up.
Oh,
We're gonna
sorry.
wait until it's up.
Oh, I couldn't see.
There you go.
Sorry. Okay, there we go.
How do you want your time signals?
Tell me when.
When what?
Oh, well, when to start. Sorry.
What do you want your time signals? When do you want me to tell you you're running out of time?
Yeah, 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we ready?
Sure.
And so my story is about All Might and King Tun. King Tun is the #1 strongest hero in the United States, making him the 4th most powerful superhero in all of the world. Of course, as we all know, All Might, smiling King of Justice, is #1. But King Tun is the #1 strongest hero in America. His quirk, King Tun's quirk, is the big man quirk. He has the power to turn his fat into anything he needs, including regenerative powers, more strength, or even more energy. Which of course means King Tun has to eat a lot of calories. His favorite food? Wings, of course, with a little bit of extra ranch dressing on the side. But in this thing, King Tun has decided to take some orphans to a ski resort up in Colorado that somehow looks a lot more like Vermont, because obviously the artist did some research. And King Tun is, of course, met with his best friend, All Might. They are bros, with some bromance going on. They always have each other's back. When All Might was in the United States, King Tun was there to challenge him to many fights. But in this case, All Might has decided to join King Tun and the snow-covered mountains to hang out with the orphans and get some advice from King Tun. We meet up with King Tun and the crew at this point. All Might, my friend, All Might, King Tun says as he slaps King Tun, All Might on the back of his shoulder. What are you up to, my friend? I see you're still doing well. Ah, yes, says All Might. Good to see you're still hanging out with orphans and giving them some of your food. King Tun goes, I don't know what you're talking about. As they sit down at a plate of 300 wings. Secretly, King Tun can only eat about 100 wings. He somehow miraculously always has enough to give the rest of the orphans. The 20 children that are with him always have enough food to eat. He goes, I see you're here. I'm assuming it's about your current issue. All Might kind of scares. Current issue? Bro, come on. We muscle men know when another man is somewhat wounded and can tell, though, when someone's hurt. I'm assuming you're not here just for the kids, but for some conversation. All Might is looking over and he goes, a little bit. I've been thinking about getting a replacement for the United States. I can't be everywhere at once. And King Tun goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. I understand. I got you, bro. I've always been taking care of Texas, as it were, and California when I can. I always like the casinos in California. They're always fun. So I'll definitely be here for you in America, but, you know, I can't be everywhere like Japan, which is where I would, and of course, right then and there, still shot, bad guys come flooding in through the glass, coming through, letting in the sweet cold air. Of course, it is one of the bad guys known as Barrier. King Tun has met with Barrier before. His quirk is the wall. He has the ability to make walls or barriers. It's sort of self-describing. He goes, I've got all your some of your kitties outside. Why don't you come fight me, King Tun? Oh, All Might, you're here too. Why don't you join me and the boys to have some fun? He screams and immediately teleports out because that's how walls work, apparently. King Tun immediately flips the table, but not toward the children, to let them eat, and immediately runs outside. All Might joining him. Outside, they see 20 or 30 men, all incredibly powerful looking and strong. He goes, you take those 10 on the left, I'll take the rest, says King Tun. All Might goes, only 10? You underestimate me, old friend, and immediately goes in to start punching. King Tun, on the other hand, has only one target, Barrier. It's one thing to go after King Tun, and even All Might, but children, come on, even with quirks, they're just kids. King Tun, of course, picks up some snowballs and starts using his powers as they were meant to be, chunking huge, gigantic, massive snowballs at the bad guys, pitting them equally to trees, knocking them out cold, leaving only one man behind a wall of snow. That is Barrier. Barrier! Come on, man. We have our fights and everything, but Jesus, do you have to be so evil as to kidnap children? Well, of course, I'm the bad guy. That's what we do. You heroes are too weak, too soft. You never think that we'll take us seriously. As he talks, King Tun goes in with a King's Rush and punches. But of course, a wall immediately appears, stopping him. You fool. What about the children? Behind him, he sees on a cliffside. Somehow it's behind him now. Some children standing on a barrier. He goes, if you knock me out, the barrier will turn itself off. And of course, the children will fall. It'd be a shame if something happened to those kids, he says, mockingly. King Tun goes, I will defeat you, Barrier. For you see, walls are designed for one thing, and that is to be punched through. King's Execution. Please note the execution was a mistranslation due to some bad training. It is supposed to be called King's Excel. Punch! And the wall shows up. And then a crack. And then another crack. And so snapping. And then punches through. And in slow motion or single panels, you see King Tun's fist get to the end and finally make contact with Barrier, knocking him out. But of course, as King Tun lunges to grab the children before they fall, All Might shows up behind him and goes, don't worry, I got them for you, bro. Which is, of course, what he was hoping for. The children are safe, and King Tun and All Might pass out hot chocolate to the kids, with they themselves sitting with gigantic, almost 2-gallon-sized liters of hot chocolate. And says, my friend, I understand you have to leave America and maybe the rest of the world, But go to Japan. I'm pretty sure there you'll find some really great heroes. You know, UA, your old school, will probably have somebody you can get to be your next alma mater and your replacement. All Might nods and agrees. He goes, I think I'll leave soon. Maybe there will be somebody there that I can get to replace me. And thus they have hot chocolate, and the kids are happy. That is it.
Go ahead. How do you want your time signals?
Just let me know in a minute.
Did I make it on time?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have extra time now.
Okay. Introducing our new foreign exchange student from Hero Academy of USA. In front of the classroom stands a tall brunette with sparkling gray eyes and a plump round face, doing her best to hide her nervousness ahead of her new temporary classmates. She's heard a lot about this very strange motley crew, even from far away, and she was determined to make friends despite having zero confidence in herself. She swept her bangs behind her ear, the rest of her curly hair disobediently fluffing behind her nervously. She chokes out a silent introduction before Aizawa tiredly shows her to her seat. Choosing to sit in the back, she sits next to the left of a rather uncomfortable-looking boy, whose looks she thought could almost kill if intended to do so. She silently pulls out a small journal out of her bag and scours through a few handwritten notes to come across a picture of the very boy that was sitting next to her. His name, Katsuki Bakugo. His quirk, Explosion. Age 15, blood type A, not that it matters. This is her moment to shine, her first moment to finally make a real friend. Maybe he was one of those tough guys on the outside, softies on the inside types. However, come lunchtime and the first opportunity to actually introduce herself, he wanted absolutely nothing to do with her. As a matter of fact, he sent her away with a very loud thugh. Fumbling at the sudden displeasure in his demeanor, she drops her very organized book, exposing her careful observations of everybody in that room. You're a freaking nerd stalker like Deku. He kicks the book away from him. Go bother someone else. Surely she didn't think that he could be this mean. Her face begins to swell with sadness. Quickly, other students come to intervene. Ochako stands in front of Bakugo, slender arms crossed, auburn eyes narrowed, poised and ready to scold him. His beady red eyes meet hers for a second before he looks away and scoffs himself out of the room. Sorry about him, he has a unique way of greeting new friends, a tender voice calls out from a bent boy who picks up her abused journal, ready to hand it back to her. My name is Izuku Midoriya. He hands her the book, and after a quick glimpse, he actually inspires a nerdy explosion of excitement. His green eyes widen with electricity almost seeming to travel from his toes to his short curly green hair. She may not have been able to befriend Katsuki, but as she initially intended, but after discovering that both her and her new friend Midoriya shared a common love for hero intel, they, along with a few other friendly classmates, spent the rest of their break in mutual celebration of their passions. Time passes by, and she's able to make quick friends of everybody in the class, all except Bakugo. She's the type that wants everybody to like her, and Bakugo didn't make that easy. Her discomfort hidden well inside of her began to swell, and an unfortunate side of her quirk creates a darker side of herself when she's not aware of it. Christmas break was coming, and the girl and her classmates all went gift shopping for the holidays. Bakugo was in a rather particularly sour mood that day. And of course, the girl thought that then of all days would be the day to finally see what his deal was. It was holiday time, and she refused to spend Christmas with someone angry at her. She thought, due to his competitive nature, he might appreciate a little battle competition. She quickly shot him with a snowball, and he did not appreciate her efforts and exploded all of their gathered gifts. His reaction caused something to snap. A large blue monstrosity forms out of the lurking shadows around the group of kids, grotesque humanoid features sadly singing a hunting lullaby, taking away the strength from everybody who attempted to fight this creature. The girl stepped forward, admitting that the creature was actually created from the darkness of her mind and was a part of her quirk. The creature knocked out Mineta, leaving him unconscious. Some of her classmates looked on in horror, wondering why she would create such an abomination to hurt them. And after a bit of convincing, she finally got them to understand that it wasn't something she did out of her own will, but what happens when she feels that she's not good enough and tries to hide her emotions. They are quick to join forces and are able to work together by utilizing her real quirk. She sings poems and songs that she writes about every single one of her classmates in her books, By doing so, her lyrics give herself the same powers that her classmates carry, and she uses their quirks to battle the awful creature. Finally, when Katsuki's song was able to get rid of the darkness, seeing the girl wield his power filled him with an unusual pride, and he finally ceased trying to push her away. He abashedly apologizes for his treatment of her, and everyone shared hot chocolate. The girl was able to enjoy light conversation alone with Bakugo, finally. Eventually, there came a time when she had to return home. All of her classmates were there to send her off at the air terminal. Before she actually boarded her plane, Bakugo, I said boarded, not aborted, sorry. Bakugo rushed in to give her a farewell hug, pulling away nervously to tell her, "Get up, it's time for school." I shoot up, knocking My Hero Academia manga off my bed and loudly onto the floor. Why do I have these weird dreams? This is the last time I read manga before bed. I mean, I knew Bakugo sounded a little out of character, to be honest. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so we just had two really great Mary Sue fanfictions for My Hero Academia.
Yes. Both very good.
They were both very good. So let's go ahead and let's start talking about Pockies. Amanda?
Okay.
Actually, let's start with Izzy.
Oh,
Whoa!
turning it around.
The plot twist happened in Act 3.
I feel betrayed now.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I like a lot of things about what you wrote, like a lot of like the cliche, like you're able to punch through walls, and, like like knock out the bad guy like pretty much immediately. I thought was like really Mary Sue-like, so that was great. And also that like you're a hero who gives all the orphans food, of course after you've eaten it, but like still gives them food.
So he orders too much and then somehow always has leftovers.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
I assume the wings and ranch were a personal life detail, so you got
Yes.
points there.
Yes.
Just seemed specific. And I liked how you worked it must have, like, taken a while to work the snowball fight into the fight, considering I'm guessing the fight was done in a different way, so that was good.
I really did enjoy how you like put the trope in. I thought that was very seamless and felt natural, and it was like my heart was warmed with the orphans having hot chocolate. Like you got me with the orphans on that one. And I love your like kind of cheesy villain. Like I loved the whole kitschiness of the whole story, where everything was a little bit tongue in cheek, and it was just really fun and felt very comic-y.
I loved the
Manga-y.
mistranslations. It's
Yeah.
very
Yep.
reading manga as an American audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. I agree with both their comments. It felt like a My Hero episode, and I really enjoyed it a lot. I don't like going last.
You always make Izzy go last. That's not fair.
I don't like going last.
I liked how it worked as a really good prequel to My Hero Academia. You set that up to go into the first episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your character being like it was very Mary Sue, and like your character was like pretty OP and best friends with like
The
The
main
main
character.
super.
yeah.
Romance.
BFF.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll talk about Katie's. Lauren, you start.
We're not doing this again next episode.
Okay. I thought your general premise was very good, like you being a transfer student and being like, everyone loves you except for this boy, I need to win him over. And you did do, I love Bakugo, so you got me there, and I hate Mineta, so you got me there. But you hit all of my little check boxes, didn't you?
Maybe.
Except for actually killing Mineta, right?
That wasn't
Yeah, but
the
he's
trope,
a
so you're
15-year-old
fine.
boy. So
yeah.
you don't want to kill
I
a
was really
15-year-old
hoping
boy.
that it would land on that, because then I got you. I would have been like, yes.
My thing was like, I'm not even putting Class 1A in my book. And I'm like, oh god.
If we had gotten that, you would have been like, and then a small boy came and he couldn't see one of the orphans.
There's another safe Mineta.
His name was Mineta. I really like yours. Felt very much of Mary Sue. She's a transfer student. That's a very classic Mary Sue of how do I insert myself to this story. And I really liked your quirk and how you were able to use both the creating the kind of demon thing that was coming out, and then also the lyrics that I managed to magically use everyone else's powers to defeat this.
Yeah,
that was very good use of like a Mary Sue quirk.
Yeah, your power is very cool. That was a really interesting one. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, you definitely put a lot of yourself into that quirk.
That was my point. I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree about liking like the exchange student who like lacks confidence and doesn't have friends, but then everybody immediately warms up to her is very good Mary Sue. Like even the way that you like kind of described people fits it very well, like describing somebody as auburn haired, like their hair and eyes, like when you introduce a character, which you find in a lot of Mary Sue's. I don't know the phrase blue net. I've never heard it, but I like it.
Blue net.
And what else was I going to say? The framing at the end where it turns out it's all a dream was really cute.
It's all a dream. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, you are a big fan of that.
Amanda's not.
Hey, it was the point is it was supposed to be tropey. So like, what's the biggest trope? It was all a dream.
Yeah,
Very true. Very true. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's give you all a few, like a little bit to kind of think about who y'all are going to vote for.
This one's difficult.
This one's really hard.
I agree with you guys, by the way, that My Hero Academia, the guy who wrote, the creator of it, actually started off drawing fan art of like Spider-Man, Deadpool, and all them. He actually still has his page. But yeah, I totally agree that like it is straight up like one of the best series you can Mary Sue without like breaking canon or even like we did a role-playing game here like a couple months ago where all the My Hero cast showed up. Like,
Man, where was I with that?
Do you want to join our crew?
Maybe.
I can roll. I actually role play it at certain conventions. I do a My Hero Academia all nighter, is what it's called, because they have to stay up all night.
Okay, sounds fun.
Not the players, the characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
All right, the votes are in. Let's go ahead and meet y'all up front.
All right.
Wait, we haven't calculated the audience votes.
Yeah, I need
It's
the
okay,
audience
vote now.
participation.
Text
Dial-
1-800-876-6563.
Okay, so go ahead. And
Drum roll.
our winner is Pocky.
Dude.
Congratulations!
Stuck longer on the show.
What?
And so you are the My Hero Academia.
So it's not 10
Mary
pounds of
Sue.
glitter.
I did not forget her.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Instead, this is a brand new show, brand new series, so you have to use the original belt.
Yeah, when the first time you compete, you get the original belt, and then when you come back again, you can challenge for 10 pounds of glitter, and this is an established thing that we've been doing consistently up until now.
Yes, we have. And it will be consistent going forward.
Yes, unless we retcon this and it gets edited
So
out.
this is round 1 belt, and then I go for round 2. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how does it feel?
To finally
I won. I didn't have to come in here and beat somebody up to go round 3.
What?
Nothing.
Say that to my broken rib.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Mary Sue. Up next, we have Kombat Creations, and I believe it is their final installment on the Ogre Dragon. We're going to find out if it works.
You might see Robin on it.
You might see me testing it out.
Who can say?
Who can say?
Robin.
I will be there.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I won.
Ultra.
Bye.
Just fake.
Bye.
United States of Smash! I want to get United States of Smash right now.
Fade to
Actually.
black.
Fade to green. Fade to orange.
Fade to something.
Fade to white. Let's like do all. Okay, there we go.
There we are.
Fade orange.
That's fine.
I can't believe you're out of me on television.
About what?
Bye.
That was a subtle indirected joke.
No, I actually, I run a My Hero Academia role-playing game, and King Tun is my character that like everyone has to deal with every once in a while.
Do you want to join our crew?
If you want me to.
We always need like crew members, like to help camera and like give personalities.
Also, like I do a show called On Table and Bug, where I do role-playing games.
We do board game nights.
I love board games.
Yeah.
Heck yes. I even have a few. I just got a Christmas gift for myself, which was Dungeon Mayhem. Super cute.
It's actually fun. I like it.
Both of them were super good.
So good.
I did all
No,
of
yeah,
that
he doesn't.
right after
He
you
orders like
messaged me last
300
night.
wings. He can only eat 150.
Yeah.
He's so heart of gold over here. That power was like I haven't heard.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
no,
really
I put a lot of thought into it because
Yeah.
I was like, if I were in this show and I could choose what I wanted, what would it be? And so, like, I was trying to think, like, what would my hero name be? And I'm like, something siren, like, something that has to do with singing and poems. And, like, I also, in my D&D campaign, I play a bard, so I'm like, how can I use, like, my creativity music-wise, you know, as a quirk? I was like, I get it. I will sing about people and steal their quirks.
That is so fun. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, there was a couple of those that on the wheel. I'm like, oh God, please don't make me. How do I?
Still got a little assembly, but I wanted to hold off and do that part of the assembly for you. Just as the credits rolled, a leg snapped. Oops. Generally, that's a problem. Go this route. If you just go ahead and hold it on and, get rid of this part.
Yeah.
But screw it just straight down in, and it won't pivot for this.
Okay,
but
so-
for our
okay,
test,
yeah.
it'll work.
Yeah.
All right. We'll figure out something. I've got the long screws down here as well.
Okay, so
So Joe's gonna fix that. While he's doing that, let me explain where we are so far. At the beginning of this season, we said we were going to do. We're gonna go with three things. Thing number one, we were going to build a centaur structure with 6 legs instead of 4. Ta-da! All right, we're at 5, technically. But 6! We got 6! We've got thing 1 done! Thing number 2, we said that the legs would work like actual legs. They would move around and maybe dance. Maybe I'll dance. So we're almost at the point where we're going to attempt thing number 2. And then, thing number 3, we were going to try and take a passenger. And Robin, from
I don't know. I don't know.
the Mary Sue Show.
The Mary Sue Show,
What's
okay.
going on? It's like I'm with Kaiju. Robin from the Mary Sue Show has bravely decided to test her insurance by coming in and attempting to ride this thing that still isn't standing, mind you. So she's a little mental. And that's okay. That's exactly what we want. Let me recap where we are with this. So we created a structure in order to do the things that we need to do. Different from a normal centaur build, my legs are not going to be the front legs of the structure. My legs are going to be strapped to the front legs of the structure. In other words, this is a freestanding frame. That's important because it lets us use different materials. We don't have to worry so much about weight. We don't have to worry so much about all the things that you might have to worry about in any sort of centaur build that you would see currently. Do you need some longer screws?
I need longer screws. Sorry.
No, you're good. Got a magic bag.
Magic bag.
There you
Woot.
go.
That's what I'm looking for.
And they've got the Phillips
Yep.
bit.
Give me the comically long bit. Comically long bit.
The show. It's a comically long bit.
bit.
All right. So, so we created this structure out of wood because we could do that on the cheap and still be able to do all the parts that we wanted to do. My legs will puppet the front legs. For the upper legs, which this is upside down, the upper legs are on bottom. At the hinge point, we created some dual pivot points, essentially, with some wooden dowels, PVC in there in order to make the pivot work. And they worked absolutely beautifully. They still do. For the lower leg, we've got each lower leg is hinged, and then we've got cabling running all the way through to the opposite where we want it to, and a spring on the back of the opposite leg. The idea being that as we raise this leg, we loosen the wire, the spring pulls and raises the other leg. As we lower our leg, it pulls the wire back and pulls the other leg back to straight. And we have done rudimentary testing on that. We're pretty sure it kind of works. Oh, this show's like a giant science fair project. All right. So, what we found, though, is a couple of things. We were using PVC as bracers between the legs. We're having some problems. PVC is nice because it's dirt cheap. We can heat it up and flatten it and do whatever we want. But we found that it was having some trouble. Some of the holes that we were using were kind of on the fragile side, just in order to make it all work. We also found, as I was playing with stuff the other day, we had hooks in the back, so we'd hook the PVC pieces on, and some of those hooks snapped because this can't be easy. So at this point, we switched over to aluminum, and I have one done, and I'm going to show you how we do the other ones. Yes!
Yes!
A thing! Something works, kinda! All right.
Kinda. Well enough.
So, what we're doing... Whoa!
Hey!
Hello!
Hell yeah!
I couldn't miss the season finale.
I know, right?
Screw it, guys.
To
What's
heck
up?
with it.
Hey, everybody!
Woo!
All right.
I just fixed the thing.
Wait, real quick. I'm Chris.
I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Joe.
And this is Kombat Creations!
All right.
What's up? All right, what's going on?
You know there are speed limits. I'm sure you weren't.
We're not going to talk about that.
So we got
Ludicrous speed.
We got aluminum bar.
What's been going on?
It's hooked on, and I'll show you how we did that in just a few minutes.
So this is Johnny
Then
5.
We also found that the wire we're using, picture frame wire,
No good.
It was good to a point as a proof of concept, but it would bind up. So we've switched to brake wire for bicycles.
Yes.
There we go. That's some really strong stuff.
And it's made to pull and it's made to do what we're doing. All right. So now at this point, we're going to start assembling some things. Go ahead and switch back over to the drill bit we had so we can poke some holes. And I'm going to get close to a camera. What we were doing for these bars is to hook them on. We were using some little eye bolts.
This is fascinating.
It's power tool. Be careful.
Whew. This is really powerful.
I live dangerously. It's okay.
Why do I have a power tool? We know better.
All right.
There's a
We have laws against this.
Can we get a camera here?
Let's get that camera angle over there and check it out.
So
That's
what
awesome.
we did is I took some there we go. These are little eye bolts. You notice that there's a little bit of space there. I cut out that much space on every one so that they will fit around our aluminum stock and exactly into place.
Ooh.
It was also really scary to be holding it here with the cutoff wheel here that can remove my finger.
In a second.
But they're all done. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hand you this.
All right. And then on the front for straps, we were talking about how it was attached to the leg. So basically, we took some strapping here with some little quick release latches, and we attach it on, not real pretty, but enough to make work.
Okay.
You'll notice, I want to thank Drive Savers.
Thanks, Drive Savers.
Drive Savers.
Now, they're really good at actually retrieving data on hard drives. But this season, we're using Drive Savers straps because they were on hand. And multiple points, we've had to dip into the Drive Savers tool bin in order to get things working. So, big shout out to Drive Savers. Now, the way
Data recovery.
the way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna put a couple of holes here,
Okay.
and then we'll bolt this in across, right? So we already had it marked where we were having the
so
hooks.
scary.
Yeah, I know, right? It's okay. I got hit in the head last time. It was great.
What's been going on since I've been gone? I didn't get any super powers though, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right, that hole looks good there.
Jeez, I should put my hand on this side and see what happens.
No, please don't.
I'm insured. We're insured, right? Are we insured? We're never insured. What are we talking about?
No. All right, so this will clip into place there.
Don't try this at home, kids. If you do, make sure you have parent supervision.
Yep.
It takes two of us to watch over
Find
him.
yourself some parental supervision and make some.
So you're
Make
currently
some centaurs, because that's what we got to get going on.
I'm gonna hold the leg.
All right, those shove in.
It's a beautiful leg now, isn't it?
You got any nuts?
Washers.
Washers and nuts.
Nuts there. I'm gonna go around and
Nope.
put
Drop
holes
I got it.
I got it.
in
Sorry.
the other side.
That's okay if the washers hit together, right?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Because we're
Let's go
gonna.
ahead and get in
It's his creation, so we're gonna say everything is
All
his
right.
fault.
Let's see.
All right.
Do we have a screwdriver?
Yes,
yep.
we got several wrenchy devices.
This will work. Maybe it might
it should work. You got to give it the oomph, though. The oomph.
All right.
So long as it's.
Well, we want to make sure these stay on.
Well, that would be nice, but as long
All right.
as they work
Second one.
for. Oh, hey, you know what helps?
What?
Routing things around the correct way. So let me move this leg so that this.
We're having centaur yoga.
Those two.
Dude, why did you do that? I actually got scared. I saw her, but actually, why?
Is it done? Can I sit on it?
No!
We're getting.
Oh my God!
We got a whole episode.
Okay, I'll be
All right.
Where the hell did she go? Where did she go? Where? Why? Why do we have these secret tunnels? I actually really
I've stopped questioning this about 3 or 4
I
episodes
feel very
ago.
lightheaded. I'm gonna
Pass out now.
I'm good.
Don't do that.
She actually really did get me. I saw her. I think I saw her. She really did get me, folks.
Now, I will say that the way we've done this, it does
Yeah.
make it adjustable.
I think it's
we
good.
can change things around.
Tighten that one a little bit more.
But
Just be safe.
on the front legs, really and truly, that's going to poke into me. For our test
More.
purposes, we're all right.
Yeah, that one needs
but
to
it's
be-
something that you would want to be cautious of doing it yourself.
Yeah, that should be good. Sure.
Now,
looks great.
Oh, look, it holds
Where did she
itself
come
up.
from?
Yeah. So now we got
I stopped questioning.
We got to put the other two in for the other legs.
Okay.
We're going to do it close, but not quite at the same spot there, right? So I'm going to add 2 more holes here.
2 more holes.
Okay, here we go.
I got the leg.
Yeah.
We got the leg.
Oh, you almost hit the washer on that side.
Move your finger.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go.
As foretold by prophecy.
Let me tell you about those Mary Sue girls.
What do you got to say about them Mary Sue girls?
I know, right? I'll be right back in just
Actually,
a moment,
let's put it on top, and then we'll move that out of the way. We'll
Okay.
fold this up.
Okay.
But this way, we can hook it in there.
Hooky hook, hooky.
There we go.
I really do like these aluminum bars. I really do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it was a. We gotta find the holes. We're gonna.
It's a family show.
Yes, that's. Yeah. Okay.
All right, there we go. Sorry,
Yay!
I just had to check a few things, technical difficulties, little things like that. Hey, Man, it is good to be back.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it is. You know, you get bit by a brown recluse spider, almost die, and then you get no superpowers out of this.
Yeah.
Apparently, the spiders have to be radioactive in order to get the superpowers.
That's what I thought.
Like,
Where'd that go?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It's right there.
It doesn't work at all. I don't understand.
No, my grandfather tried very hard. He really did. I give him credit.
Get superpowers?
Yes,
To
he
get
did.
superpowers.
Yes, he tried very, very hard.
Well,
All
all
right.
right.
So let's line up the rear leg on that side on where this is going to be.
Okay.
Rear leg on that side.
So.
So wait, this is going on this side, right? Yeah.
There we
So
go.
about right there.
Poke a couple of holes.
Well, how far do you want this?
It should be about similar.
So right there. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Cool. So here, I'll go ahead and hold the leg on this side.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's. Sure.
Now these holes that I'm drilling are definitely too big for the,
You okay?
Sawdust.
the little eyelets here. Here, go ahead and pop those on there. Let me hold on. They gotta go on the aluminum first.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So they'll never go away.
Whoa! There, see that one's not hooked on. I'm trying to move a leg over here so that it's out of your way.
And these are it's facing down, right?
I'm not
Doesn't really
real
matter.
worried about it. That's the upside to having these that much
Okay.
around.
Here, I want to hold it. You know, put it.
Yeah, I will put it in.
Okay.
All right, move that. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. You got the washers?
Yep.
Did you hear that?
I think it was a ghost.
I think it was one of the Mary Sue girls. They are crazy.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. Let me get some other extra stuff off the table and out of the way here.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta push these all the way through.
Yeah, I like that. This is gonna have a little extra gate though. I think you probably needed to take off another about half an inch. Because it's a little bit wider than the other one, but not by much.
You know what?
Should be okay.
Yeah, whatever.
We're gonna see what happens.
Oh dear. Here we go.
Oh, you know what? We should have moved this leg before we.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do earlier, but you told me no.
Well, not on this side. We'll do it before that side. Stop. Pause.
Oh wait.
We need this leg on this side of that leg.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you set the bar too high. We can't get over it. Lower the bar. What kind of show do you think we're on?
High bar? I don't really know.
Oh, wait. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Only on Kombat Creations where this would
We
happen.
can fix. We can fix. I fix.
So for the
See,
viewers
it's
just
an
tuning
easy
in, Chris, what have we been making?
We covered that.
Well,
we're making a dragon ogre. Really, we're
we're making cosplay
we can-
history.
All right.
All right, there we
Oh,
go.
hang on,
This
hang
is
on.
definitely this is a weird yoga.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like this, like our yoga,
Whoa.
our yoga
There
skeleton.
There we go.
Yoga skeleton.
Plug it in, plug it in.
All right.
When's that from? Isn't that from the 90s or something?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
air freshener. An air freshener.
Air freshener commercial from the 90s. All right.
Now, on my way down here, I had a thought about this whole thing.
Yeah, you had a thought.
Yeah, it's probably the better way to go about it than not what we did. So these bars, they work real great forward, backward, not the greatest side to side. They'll do it, just not the greatest. What I was thinking is, if the leg itself was shaved a little bit to go at an angle, and the bar went on the side with a loose pivot point in each leg, then it would have a lot more structure to it. And so if you're making your own, do it that way.
Then you can do the ogre dragon shuffle.
Ogre Dragon Shuffle. That sounds like
Yes.
a
All right.
very. I like that. I like this.
So
Ogre
we're
Dragon
good there?
Shuffle.
Yeah, give a couple more.
Do you think that's pretty tight?
Yeah, I think hit that one just a little bit. I'm doing what you did to me earlier. Haha. That's good.
Oh, okay.
That's good. That's good.
And one more for the gut.
All right, all right, Tim.
All right.
All right, Tim.
For the combat.
That
right.
seems way off on that back leg.
See, I told you it was gonna have a weird gait.
Yeah.
Hey guys, there
All
we go.
So
Selfies are a thing on this show.
That's right.
let's. You know what?
Yes.
Well, let's try getting the other one on and see where we are with that.
Ever forward. Never
Yeah.
back.
There is no backwards, only Zool. All right. So
So we're going from this one to this one.
yes.
All right. Now,
We're good.
are the legs in correct order?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, while you do that, I'm gonna talk about what we're doing.
It's a
with,
monstrosity, ain't it?
Wiring.
It's a monstrosity.
It's a monstrosity.
So you guys do that. I'm gonna talk about wiring.
Okay.
So what I did is
we
we
gotta
switched around
drill holes.
to
Drill holes.
brake wire for bicycles.
You want-
and
You drill the holes.
I want
Okay,
to give a
that's
call
fine.
out
That's
to
fine.
Buck's Bikes in Round Rock.
Ooh, I like Buck's bikes.
We love
I
Bugs
walked
Bikes.
in and said, I need to make a costume with bike parts. They didn't blink. And immediately went to, I told them what I was doing. Everything was, we came to a conclusion that we needed some of the stuff. Each brake wire is
You
about
got-
8 feet long.
You're almost there, kid. Ah! All right, good. Yep. Hold
Okay, on one end, there's a little stopper, and on the other end, nothing. So we've got to deal with that. Now, then we also have some tubing that is for the brake wire. What would
Yoink.
brakes would
Yoink.
normally go through on the bike. What I found out is that a lot of modern bikes, the brake wire actually goes through the frame itself instead of. That's all right. We haven't
only
clamped it.
Yeah,
no,
we haven't
you're
clamped
fine.
it
You're
yet.
fine.
All right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Clamped.
Give it the clamps. No, it's
What we found out is that so they don't use as much
Jimmy,
tubing,
legs
but the
are over me
tubing,
right now.
the tubing is not just plastic tubing. It's a plastic wrapped in metal, wrapped in plastic. So it's actually a really strong. And so we're
Don't lick the
using
wood.
the tubing
yeah, don't do that. I did that last time. Wait, did I?
inside the frame.
Okay.
We're using the tubing down here where we make these right angle turns.
It's been a while. I gotta catch up. All right.
So that the wire runs smoothly through
okay,
it,
let me-
and
let
then
me-
the
yeah,
wire
let's put that
runs
one
through
down.
the rest of the eyelet,
you okay?
just like we want
I'm
it to.
All right.
Doing good.
Trust me, it hit me in the head last time. It was okay.
Now, the bicycle tubing
We want this to go over
doesn't
this?
fit through
no,
the
no,
same
we just want
eyelets.
to do this.
I know, but do we want this?
No, I've actually made this a little higher.
Okay, cool.
So
Oh,
so we
got it,
can
got it.
so we can clear this.
So a bicycle tubing doesn't fit through the
Washers.
eyelets. We've got some zip ties
Washers.
to hold it in place,
Washers.
which is exactly what we want.
Hex nuts.
Hex nuts.
Now,
Nuts?
the end of the brake wire, you
got
can see
legs.
I've got a couple little clampy things on this one where I was trying to fiddle with it and wrap it over and clamp it to itself. We're not going to clamp it to itself, but basically these little cinch steels won't go through the eyelet, so we're going to pull the wire tight and put a cinch to it just above the last eyelet
Well, screw mine,
so
you
that
can
it's
get
going to
in
be
with
tight enough
I gotta. Well,
To
the thing
be
is, I
able
gotta
to, Here, let me-
mark.
Let's switch real quick.
hold and
I gotta
swap
mark.
around there.
All right, ready? You're gonna switch 3, 2, and switch. Okay. Kind of said that on the wall.
Shh. We said that last time.
All right.
So we're looking right about.
Right there.
Yeah,
That's good. Wait, let me cut it through.
that's good.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drill some holes.
If I can get
Drill
out.
holes, drill holes.
Whoa.
Nope, you're good. Don't worry about it. There you go.
One. And nope.
Drill the table.
Jeffrey, I heard what you were saying about me earlier.
Where is she? Do you guys see her?
No, I'm.
Where'd she go?
not to.
I don't know. All right, you got this for a second?
yes.
Let me check a few things real quick.
Yes.
All right, be right back.
All right. Almost there. Oh, this monstrosity. We
Go.
are almost
Raise this.
ready.
Actually, I'm gonna. I'm sorry, camera, that I've got my back to you, but I need to put me there for a minute. All right.
Ah.
So right at where we want to clamp it down.
Give it the clamps.
I will. Once I get it through spot. Oh, maybe I need to bend that out of the way.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're All
right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna borrow one of your pliers over there.
It's okay. I don't need them. I can use the plier force.
Hey, Chris, look at this.
What the heck? All right. So I'm gonna run this through
Yeah, that's
here.
what I thought, Robin. Mary Sue girls are weird. Sorry, just like kind of said background. All right, cool. So, anyways, let's take a look.
All right. So
It's
now
in
I've got a
notebook.
clampy thing.
Yeah.
And the idea is that we want to clamp the base of this together. It cinches tight over the wire. Hopefully.
That a boy.
Yeah.
All right, that's not going anywhere. It can go there because the other one's bent.
Got it. All right. Perfect.
I mean, it's not going to go anywhere outside of where we want it to go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Now, we'll break wire this one.
Okay.
Ooh, that's attaches to back there. All right.
I can control you from here. Whoa.
I guess we just hold the legs up, right? See what
It's in constant dash mode.
Yes.
That's really what this is.
Yes.
Dash mode.
All right, I'm going to undo some of the cabling here.
All right.
All right.
Carefully. We need like
16 of them, right?
we need like 16 people. All right.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, it is 16. All right, one of these all the way out.
All right.
I'm going to leave those two there.
By
right.
wire.
I'm going to start by weaving it through from the top down.
All right.
Okay. Oh, hello.
See, I got that. That wire is totally nice. I know the camera can't see me because I'm in the front.
It's all
Sorry,
right.
camera. I'm trying to help you out.
Oh, look at that distance shot.
That's a
It's
good
almost
shot.
like we know what we're doing. Well, at least Chris does.
I'm really interested to see how this turns out. We're almost through with it,
Yes.
which is awesome.
I'm just trying to open up the end. So when this, when we cut this stuff, the inner tubing kind of clamps close the inner plastic tubing.
Okay.
And so I just have to bend it open a little bit
Yeah.
to run the wire through. Oh, this works so beautifully.
I mean, it's definitely perfect.
Yeah.
So basically, you're putting a plastic shielding over the brake wire, correct?
Yes. Technically. But that's actually more of a wire protective shielding with plastic coverings with wire.
So this is the sort of thing that it's real
It's
hard to show
it's
the
an egg.
camera, but look at that. It's multi-layers.
It's multi-layers. It's got a plastic covering and then a little bit of wire coil around that, and then
While I'm
plastic
doing-
covering over that.
While I'm doing this one,
It's amazing. It's like an onion.
like an ogre.
Like an ogre.
Ogres have layers, people. And
Yes.
You bet. But you didn't know that.
I miss you guys.
We missed you.
I'm here. That's what brothers
All
are
right,
for.
there we
so.
go. Oh, is it coming all the way out now?
Almost.
There we go.
Yay! There we
All
go.
right.
Folks,
And
when you
so-
see this in the end, sorry we're like blocking your view, but it's gonna be great.
Yeah, in just a few minutes, it will be
All right,
amazing.
there we go.
All right, so this is
Okay.
going up
here.
here. Watch that one.
All right, that one.
So that.
All right. So.
There we go.
All right, so keep. So before we tie this on, let me zip tie this down.
Yes.
All right.
Zip tie.
Hold this leg again.
Holding
Please.
the leg.
Holding the leg.
Holding many legs.
Oh,
This is fun. I'm really enjoying this.
I love the multicolored zip ties you have for this.
Yeah.
It's so festive.
I agree.
I saw that and I thought, I'm going to do a different color for each leg.
Woo!
Because I can.
All right.
On that side, let me get the
watch
other
your eyes.
side.
Don't need to poke your
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be the thing. How'd you get your eye
no,
poked out?
no.
Well, I was
That's
making
not a great idea.
centaur.
Oh, that's gross. Do not taste the wood. Do not taste the wires.
The wire's got grease on it. Or an oil.
Now you tell me.
Don't talk about
That's
the
what
greasy
that
wood.
like metallic weird.
Mm.
Not good for you folks.
Okay. There's that.
Zip
Now,
tied?
let me get one of the these closer deals
Do we want
ready.
to zip tie it in the middle, or just leave it?
At the moment, let's leave it and see what happens. And we'll zip tie it when it becomes a problem.
Okay.
And only when it becomes a problem.
That's right. We will not fix a problem until it's a problem.
Right.
All right. Then this goes all the way up. Now let's straighten that leg so that this. You're fine. You're fine there.
Okay.
And basically, I'm going to pull this tight so that the clamp, the crimping deal will be right.
So
where we
that
want
blue
it to
casing that you're putting over the wire, that basically is making it so it doesn't.
By wire.
By wire. Inside, it's a little bit of metal.
Where did that come from?
They fell. The wires fell.
Magic.
Oh, I see what you're
There's a
talking
little
about.
bit of metal, and it didn't crimp enough.
Yeah, I don't think it's. It didn't cramp enough. Enough. Ah! All right.
Ho!
Let me try that one more time here. But basically, it's a little metal tube that gets squashed down so that it's tight on the wire. Now, it shouldn't go down without this.
Yep, it looks like it's holding.
Well, it still may be pulling, though.
Yeah, it's still pulling.
Although.
You mean?
Oh, it's pulling a little bit because we bent the leg over, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right. 2 more wires, and we can try this out.
All right.
Perfect.
Now I'm going to switch over here. I don't know which camera was, if I just got in front of another camera, but...
Probably.
This is like the weirdest origami thing I've ever seen. This is...
I'm having a Zen moment.
I mean, but this is really fascinating. We have the metal bars, like, I can completely see from the
Did we
beginning
miss one?
to the end of this, like, where you
we missed
the
2.
whole entire issue.
We need 2 eyelets.
I can fix that.
What?
We need 2 eyelets.
All right, 2 just gone.
2 just fell out.
Okay, I'm gonna put this leg down, right? Is this leg okay to go down?
Yeah, just we want to do stuff carefully so we don't bend aluminum wire, aluminum bar. Hey, hold on a sec, so we can get the eyelet actually started before the vibration starts. All right.
Okay.
This is a simple fix. Simple fix.
All right, let's roll with just that one.
Just that one? You want to not do the other one? Okay.
We'll do it for now.
All right.
All right, we'll roll through there.
Okay.
All right. Let's do this.
And you can even start with this one on that leg.
side? Okay.
If you want. So it goes down to here. It goes down to the top 2, and then the next one down, it'll be through tubing.
Through tubing, okay.
Through tubing? All right.
Yeah.
Through tubing, all right.
Are we able to put these legs down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
There we go.
All right.
All right.
So these, I will scooch this under here. There we go.
Okay.
And zip tie it down.
All right. So let's take a
tubing.
look.
There you go.
I'll take the tubing. I'll take the tubing.
Do.
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now. All right, since I've already got the sharp knife.
Technical difficulties.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Can you defend yourself?
The other. Are you looking for this? It's in the other pocket. Jeff needs a restraining order. Needs a restraining order to beat Jeff.
Hi.
Is it done yet? Can I sit on it?
We're almost there. You can chill out a minute.
All right.
Is there how much longer?
7,000
As soon as we
seconds.
get
I
these
don't know.
wires on,
Yeah, as soon
we're
as-
gonna try
All right.
flipping it over.
Let's take a look at things. Hi, Robin. How you doing?
I'm gonna sit on this.
We're going to attempt to have you sit on it.
We're actually gonna attempt this.
Yes.
Well,
Why
why
do you
not?
think I'm here?
Why not?
Robin hasn't said no yet.
All right. This calls for a selfie. Ready? And here we go. Chris.
This
There
calls
we go.
for
Okay.
finishing the thing.
Yes, let's finish it. Let's do this.
We got about 20 minutes on this thing. All right.
All right.
All right. That one's being held over
All
there.
right, we're going to hold the sub.
Well, let's get this other one run real quick
Okay.
All right.
so that
So here's that.
right. Did it already run?
Now, I've already ran it on the proper
Okay.
leg.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is
So on this
basically
leg,
zip ties.
I'm gonna move this power tool. That's a scary thing.
It's coming for you. They're coming for you.
I've seen Hostel. It's a messed up movie. Crazy.
So
These are screwed in.
Yes, yes.
All right.
in my head, doing this part on
In
the air
my-
was going to be a whole lot quicker.
Ooh, well.
But
So
All right.
this one.
Fine, it should be a post-episode testing.
No, we
It
wanna do-
could be a post-episode testing.
We're
That would be
we're doing this.
I got goals.
Oh, sorry,
And Windows Kombat Creation has goals.
Yeah, it's got this one's zip tie, right?
I'm just
Yeah.
moving these
Yeah,
legs
this one's zip tied, so-
because
Soon the monstrosity will.
I will say that with the bar stock being a little longer on those back legs, I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Personally.
We'll find out what happens. I'm really looking forward to see how this flips over.
Me too.
Yeah.
Carefully, I'm assuming, but
Like, are these legs actually gonna? Yeah, they will lock.
Okay, so let's do this. Everything that's not centaur. Let's move off the. Oh wait, we need the crimping.
yeah, we need to crimp.
We need a
these.
crimp. Oh, Robin, I'm so sorry.
All right,
All right, I'll move the stuff off. You guys do that.
all right. So
This is happening.
So let's try this.
Ah, what's okay?
So
Cool.
If we fold that out straight so we can get the right. Let me prep one of these little crimper deals.
There we go. Okay. You need more crimps?
No.
We're good? All right, moving these over. Do we need duct tape? That fixes everything.
You know what? I would keep that nearby. So these crimps aren't exactly made for this, and there's a little stopper there that
They're not
so it won't
made
go
for
all the way
this?
through, and I'm trying to get that out of the way.
Okay.
All right. Come on. Fold in. Damn you. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. All right. So that can fold down. One more to bend out of the way.
Wait. We're stretching.
okay, we're good.
Oh, and there's that one leg that's like.
I think this one moved.
Is this wire supposed to do this over here?
It will be a little loose. But we'll find out exactly.
It's coming
how
for
much.
me, Jeff. It's coming for me. It did that again. It did that last time. All right.
So I'm about here.
Hello.
hold it. Don't move it yet. I'll put these here. Now what we're gonna do? Let me on this side. We're gonna lay it on its side on the table.
Okay.
Slowly. Careful with these legs so that they don't. We're there. Okay. So let me get this last stuff off the table. And what we'll do.
Nice knowing you, Joe.
What we'll do is we'll carefully stand it up, and then we'll get the table out of the way somewhere else. So
Yeah.
So first, standing it up.
So we can move it back this way. Ready? And go.
The legs kind of.
Oh, it's so much easier with 3 people.
Down.
Yeah.
Now, ooh, they are bending. That's what we want.
All right. Here, I'll hold it. You guys move the table.
Okay.
Let's move the table over there. Robin, if you want to come on in.
Well, hold on. We gotta. Yeah. Let me. You got it, cause I'm letting go.
I got
that's,
it.
That's heavy.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
So let's just rotate the table out there.
Let's move this back a little bit more so we can get this on cam. Here we go.
Okay. So, big test here. So we didn't have our parking brakes.
Well, hello, Chris's butt. How you doing?
So we didn't have our parking brakes in. Oh. Hang on a sec. The muscle said, no, I don't like that. All right, let's try something else here. Switch around. Jeff, come up here.
Okay.
Put your legs there. Strap them in.
What?
Just damn straight. Move it.
It's very hard for me to do that, sir. All right.
They're going to be a little loose on you here. The frame itself, put your hands on the frame.
All right.
The reason we're using you... The reason we're using you is that my side is just not going to let me make that happen. All right. So, will it stay... Let's see. No, you got to...
I got to hold it right here?
You got to keep... Because there would be a strap around you. But... held like that. How much would you have?
I got the decent
Do
amount of it.
we want to test me walking around?
What we want to do is try and get it standing first. So at this point, holding on to it.
Yes.
Jeff.
I almost lost my balance.
That's okay.
All right.
I'm gonna mostly let go back here.
Yeah.
And see, but you got to not let go of.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. I'm here for safety.
Give me my hat. I want to look classy.
All right. It is freestanding. It's mostly freestanding. All right. It'll help if we have straps up there that we don't currently have.
That is correct.
All right. So, lift one leg up and forward.
I'm lifting my right leg. Up and forward.
Left leg.
Up and forward. Up and forward. Hey, da da da.
Forward.
Da.
Look at that.
Da. Da
All
da
right.
da. Da
Thing
da
number
da da
two.
da. What?
It's working.
All right.
It's working
Do we
like
want
it should.
Can we try going
we
in a
still
circle
don't
real
have the-
quick? Let's go in a circle real quick.
All right. Turn slowly.
All right. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
This is very.
Don't go walking off camera. Back it up.
I'm backing it up.
Almost. It almost works, and I love it. It's working.
It's working out. Now, here's the thing, though.
I'm not sitting on it.
I don't think we want to test that. No.
Nope.
Not in the
That
state
sounds
we're
like a
currently
great
in.
idea.
But here's what I do want to test. All right, Joe, would you take my spot in watching those back legs and steadying this thing?
Okay.
Here's what we are going to test.
What are we testing?
I'm gonna explain things here. All right, so obviously we're not gonna put Robin on top of this thing, right?
Nope.
But I do want to see, and really we should have some straps around Jeff. Last minute couldn't make that happen, right? And the ones on the legs are probably more fitting me than Jeff. But do we want to swap? Well,
what? I mean, I'll get on it.
Well, let's do this. Unplug you, so unlatch you, but help me latch in because I can't.
Okay. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this one. Wait. There we go.
It's a
You're
quick
free.
release.
All right. Do not put your hands on the ends because there are nails.
Yeah, got it.
All right. I'm gonna bootstrap. Chris.
Yeah.
It won't stretch.
Is it not quite tight enough?
No.
Or is it too tight?
It's too tight right there, but let me see if we can get the side. There we go. We got the ankles.
All right, that works.
Oh, hello, Chris. Yeah, your calves are like giant
That's fine.
freaking beavers.
I wanted to try and do it with
Duct tape
adjustable
'em in.
straps, but that's all right. Thank you, Drive Savers. Anyway, oh, this does take a little getting used to.
Yes, it does, sir. This, folks, right here,
No.
is cosplay history.
So here's what we want to try. All right, I do want to see how weight changes with it, but we want to do it safely. All right, this is why we're switching, Jeff, because I want to use you here. What I want you to do is I want you to put a little weight on the middle.
Okay.
Carefully at first, and then if that works, actually like be up off the floor, but be in a position that you can just hop off.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Entirely. Robin, can you do the photography thingy?
Get the wheel ready. Get the 9-in-1 ready.
Just.
Do you want to go on that side?
Just kind of like on your arms a little bit. Give it
All
a
right.
little
I'm just
bit of
gonna. I'm just gonna kind of lean on it. How's that
weight.
feel?
Yeah, let's start with that.
Your phone's locked.
I'm just kind of leaning on this right now.
Okay. Lean a little more.
Okay.
I can feel a little bit of it.
All right.
on the-
I'm gonna
the
put my
lower
body
legs.
weight on this. Tell me how you feel.
All right, yeah, no, there's.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. How's that feel?
Wow. So I can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Does it put pressure against your legs?
It does, but it's not, and it is a good amount of pressure,
Thanks,
right?
Cunningham.
But it's not unbearable.
Oh, please don't.
Okay.
I could already tell you, please don't.
I'm gonna try just to kind of lean on it and
Sure.
slowly get on. All right. Let me come in over on this side here. Okay. If we hear anything,
We're good. We're good.
this is Kombat Creations, folks.
Oh,
Nope. How's that feel? How'd that go? How'd that go?
Well, yeah, sideways is probably a little bit of an issue.
All right, we're gonna try
the
it.
center legs, are the center legs straight on the ground?
No.
No.
Okay, can we give those a push so that maybe we have a little more stability there?
There we go.
All right.
They,
Well, you're at an angle.
no, they're really at an angle, Chris.
Yeah, it's because this these
Does
back
it help if I move around up here?
Nope.
these
Hey.
back bars are,
All right,
are what's
all right,
killing
all
it.
right. I'm gonna try. Here we go.
Oh, nope.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
I'm holding you. That's the problem.
Chris, he's holding us. Yep. I gotta get down.
That's
I
why I
had to
kept
get
on
down.
saying no.
Okay.
Okay. Hey.
Do you want to? All right. Put
What you're
here.
doing.
Put your
Yeah, that's what I've
feet
been
right
doing.
behind it, because I think with these bending it that way. All right. You want to try again?
Yeah, let's try
Chris, how
again.
you feel?
Okay. so-
I'm up for whatever.
All right.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm strapped to it.
3,
This is the best project ever.
2,
1.
up.
We are on it. I am not taking a step, however.
Robin,
Robin,
just
that's-
leave it. Just leave it. Take a photo, Robin.
Take a photo.
Your phone's locked again.
Oh, give me my phone. We gotta do this. This is awesome. Wait, get over on that camera, on that side of the camera. Everyone, look back at Robin. This is happening. Chris, look.
Just for clarification, I'm actually not holding anything. I'm
Oh,
actually
really?
keeping.
Oh,
stuff
wow.
steady. I'm just keeping it steady.
Ladies and
That's all I'm
gentlemen,
doing.
those out there.
Hey, Joe, I've got to hold it because it's got to stay close to me. But Joe, be ready. But yeah, let's wiggle
See?
some fingers.
Wiggle fingers.
Can we move a hand briefly? Can we move another hand briefly? Hey!
Ah!
Okay, put his hands back.
This is awesome. This is awesome. All right.
Jeff, hop off.
I'm gonna get off.
All right, we got you. Oh,
Whoa.
no.
All right, unlatch me.
Unlatch him.
So,
Unlatch the ogre.
unlatch me. So, what I noticed here
This is awesome.
is that there is pressure on my lower leg, probably a lot because
You're good.
the structure itself.
And
So,
Push that leg out a little bit.
so I've noticed when you're on all 6, These legs right here definitely, like the bottom part of the leg, of the limb right here, basically just is so loose. So there has to be something that we can attach to it to make it to where it actually stays fast and does not want to basically like dangle like this,
Also,
like dangle.
the other thing is
what they're
tighten up
doing.
these back cables right here. Pull this up, this one up here a little bit by like maybe an inch, and then cut these on the back end of these about half an inch.
Yeah.
That way they're not split out like
what
that.
I was talking about running it on the sides, I think would be a lot more stable.
Yeah.
But look at this. It's kneeling, but it's kneeling on its own.
Yeah, so because when you were on it, as long as those back legs were straight, they were perfectly fine. Everything was good, and in any type of movement, it was almost keeping you together.
So it may be that a simplified version might have the front legs hinged, but the back legs moving at the hip, but not necessarily hinged at the knee.
Possibly.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
That way, it would look a little more
robot-y.
Yeah.
It would look a little more robot-y, but they would still work and they would still move.
Yeah.
While it's kneeling, would you like to sit on it?
Yes.
I'll steady it here.
Oh yeah, just knock it out underneath there. Almost. It's just because it's kneeling.
Here you go. Here, wait. And you got that side, I got this side, and go. Now you can sit on it, Robin.
Yay, I love this.
Look, no hands. Oh, sketchy.
I'm a princess.
You are a princess on a dragon ogre.
Yes.
Chris, I gotta say, you at the beginning of all this, I thought you were insane and crazy. I didn't know what you were doing. But when you explain,
that think that now.
Well, yeah. But when you were explaining, this, you drew this whole entire contraption up when you were a kid, and now after all these years, you finally have it done and completed.
That is true.
And what? How do you feel about this?
Well,
this is a huge success, man! Wow.
Even with some fiddling with it, we have essentially hit all three of our topics.
Yep.
Yes,
right?
we have.
Obviously we know some things that can be adjusted on it. The strapping definitely will help out more. Probably the static middle and rear legs. And even if you're going the centaur route instead of the dragon ogre route, even the static just rear legs and not having center, I think you'll be able to control enough to still take weight on it just fine. If I were to completely soup this up, I would take our created hinges at the hip and do them out of metal.
Yep.
And a little smaller, so it more condenses where that would be. I still like wood for the frame. Mm-hmm. The bars I would do on the sides of the leg, like I've been saying all night, pivoting there. The straps definitely need to be adjustable.
Yes.
Right? And at that point, we talked about parking brakes before.
Yep.
That would be good, maybe in the
middle.
Maybe at a mid. Well, then if you don't have the middle legs.
Definitely. So you're talking about having these bars on the side versus over.
On the side instead of in the middle. So they'll be on the side of the leg instead of in the front and back of the leg.
Makes sense.
Because it'll move. It'll give you a wider range of motion. The cabling I think works really well. Probably if we were to do that again, like we were going around before, having a second round of cabling, probably 3 rounds of cable per.
Yep.
That might run into a little bit of cost, right? But I'm willing to bet that would give enough pull to make it work a lot better. Probably some stricter measurements, I'll be honest there.
Yes, entirely.
Some of it was a little kind of estimating
fly by the seat.
Overall, though, I mean, like the whole entire process of this, it's a huge success.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of kinks that we have to work out on, but I would love to see this out at the Renaissance Fair and seeing someone with 6 legs like walking around. Like, dude, this is like a huge thing in cosplay history. This is awesome.
And what we talked about before at the beginning of the season, we were talking about adding a tail on that we never got around to. that with a little bit of a motor. See, that's the neat thing is this frame, we could build in some electronics motors and stuff and have stuff like that happen and still be able to get everything working like it should. Yeah, thanks for Robin for coming on in and trying to let us kill you and throw you on the floor. This was an excellent finale here, season finale to Kombat. Next season, we're going to let Kaiju do a bunch of other stuff.
Yep.
So we're going to take a little bit of a break. We may come back around and do a whole bunch more of this and film some sort of a special for you and show you the cool things, especially when we have it skinned at whatever point down the road, whenever we do have the costume going, you see like me walking around at a Renfest or something, come say hi.
Exactly.
Yep.
In the meantime, this is Joe.
Hi.
This is Chris. And I'm Jeffrey.
Continue
crafting!